Greetings and salutations, everyone. We're 4 minutes late because of Dev.
The eternal Italian strikes again.
And you know what? You know what his excuse was, chat? It took me that long to brew my coffee.
Yeah, right. 20 minutes.
Well, yeah.
As if that's an
Sargon,
excuse.
you're making tea. Like, did you see Sargon making tea and how long that takes? So let's not.
But Sargon is here, so clearly he must have realized that coffee does not materialize, and so he had pre-planned.
I'm also the internet equivalent of Gandalf. I'm never late or early. I arrive exactly when I mean to.
Meanwhile, Dev has like 30 seconds to spare and goes like, I am going to undertake a thing that I know takes me 5 minutes.
Yep, that's how it is. Listen, you got to squeeze every possible amount of productivity in, okay? When I have an extra 10 minutes, I'm usually reading or writing something.
Yeah, but Dev, if you're expected somewhere in 5 minutes, you don't have 10 minutes. God damn it, Dev. Right, well, last time we went on an adventure to the frozen north where we captured ourselves a brand new slave. 2, actually, I think.
Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let me just get my notes. Blah blah blah. Right. There we go. So you went north and headed towards a settlement on a hill and encountered a hunting party. They were hunting after caribou, and you had a battle with them. It was pretty close, but you actually did win, and you beat unconscious an orc warrior and an orc berserker, and we left it there. So you should be able to see yourselves on the map still. It is moments after the orc finally collapses to the floor.
Let's shackle them up really quick. Who's got the manacles?
I do
think
not
Archer
know.
has the
Guaranteed
manacles, yeah.
citizenship.
Okay. Do we have only one pair, or do we have something else as well?
We only have one pair
Let's
of
see
manacles.
Do we have
Put them on
anything
the-
else?
Well, we've got
like,
tons of rope.
Yeah,
We've got
use
lots
the
of rope.
manacles on the berserker, and let's use the rope on the regular orc.
Well, hold on. I thought we were going to kill the berserker because he can self-heal. That's what you
No,
mentioned,
no.
Arch.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We'll play it hard mode. We'll bring both orcs.
Okay.
He might
Just,
require
put them
daily beatings, is all I'm saying.
Yes. Besides, there's 4 of us. There's 2 of them. We can take them, especially because they're going to be unarmed. Like, we're not letting him keep the axe, obviously. So take the weapon away from him. Put the manacles on him. Let's tie the other guy with the rope, and let's hide the bodies.
I think that do you have prestidigitation to clean up all this blood?
I don't think it works that way. Let me check. But I think Arch may have it because he's a cleric.
Why would I have it?
He doesn't have it.
It's a
Okay,
wizard.
it doesn't
Because
really-
because
a
it doesn't
hunting
heal?
ground. Yeah, it's a hunting ground. We can actually just drag some wildebeest or whatever next to the blood and make it look like it's their blood rather than the orcs.
This caribou ran
Okay.
around in circles for a very long time before finally bleeding to death.
Well, we'll make it look like it's the wildebeest, and we throw
Service
the orc bodies
guarantees
in.
citizenship.
How deep is the water here?
Well, you don't know.
Now, so
Right, I'm going.
okay, I'm imagining
first-
the orcs
first
happening
things
upon
first.
this scene. There's blood
Alright,
everywhere.
first-
There's one caribou, and there are several orc bodies dipping in the lake.
No,
also
there
they're
are
like-
actually 3 dead caribou.
Yeah, that's what
Can
I'm
the
saying.
orcs tell the
There's a lot
difference
of blood.
between their own blood and caribou blood?
I'm not worried that the orcs are going to start CSI investigation. So let's just arrest.
I don't
Yeah,
know if it's
let's,
CSI. I think it's a hunting party and lots of blood over here.
They can conclude that the wildebeest got them. Let's tie them up first.
Yes,
These
they
are
can-
caribou.
conclude-
I don't know if the caribou would be able to especially
I mean, they can
particularly
trample.
dispatch
the
the
orc
group.
CSI go over there, like look at the crowd. Like, yeah, clearly the caribou
So do we?
murdered. all
So
the-
you-
They can think it was a dispute between the hunters and they fought each
And the
other.
caribou?
There's no reason
V,
to believe
they-
that.
Instead
They all
of
killed
stating your
themselves.
fantasy interpretation of this.
Just clean
can
it
we
with
get out of here? Or
prestidigitation.
can
No,
we get out of here
V,
before
I
more-
know
Alright.
you're bored. I know you just want to get along. This is actually a
Not
little
bored.
important.
No. I think V's worried about another party of orcs finding you.
Yes.
I mean, for fuck's
This
sake,
is
we
what I
just
tried to
birded
say.
one
Like, the more
bunch.
we stay here, the more
Okay.
likely it is that another party comes up. So
Well,
let's tie these
on.
guys first.
Yeah, are the 2 prisoners tied up?
No,
You can
Arch.
you can manacle the berserker and tie up the unconscious orc. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
let's
what
do
I'm
that.
suggesting.
Let's
So
do
Yeah,
that.
you
Arch,
can do
put
that.
your manacles on the berserker. We're disarming them, Sargon.
Yeah.
Dev, can you take their weapons?
Actually, speaking of that, I am gonna poke around the battlefield a bit and see if I can collect any arrows or see what weapons or armor I can grab off these guys or anything of.
All right, but do
Of
it fast
importance?
because we already spooked the animal, so other hunters in the area may know that
Don't
something's
say
going on.
we.
Yeah,
not so bad.
you you can find 14 javelins. How many orcs were there?
Give the javelins to Lags because he uses them.
Heresy.
Right.
I'll just write it
Right.
down for now, and then
Fire
we'll.
is the
I think there are
answer.
8 axes. Great axes.
Okay.
Uh,
Lags. That's your new name now because I kind of like it.
Just wait, Arch. What else was there? Sorry.
14
gold?
arrows, 8 great axes.
Wait, why are you calling me lags? You see what I did there? I allowed there to be a delay between you
Because
saying the
lag,
name
yeah,
Lags
I got
and
that.
then me.
Um,
Okay.
Yeah, you find the amount of silver that makes up 9 gold pieces.
Okay.
Not just silver,
Cha-ching.
like you know. But yeah, it's not much. I mean, it's a hunting party, so it's not like they're carrying loads of money or anything.
Okay. And because we can't just sit here and butcher, 3 caribou, we don't have enough time to do that. Can I at least take enough meat off of one of the caribou so that we have enough to eat for like a couple days? Like I'll just
That
like
would
hack a
take
leg off
time.
and take it with us.
That would oh well, one leg I think you can, yeah. If you
Yeah,
just
I think
wanna-
just like cut a leg off. Is that enough for the 4 of us to eat?
it should be. Yeah.
I hope
Sure,
so.
I mean, it's probably quite a lot of meat on a caribou leg.
Yeah.
Make
One
a
of you
survival
had
check.
this. One,
Okay,
one
I'll
of
do
you
that
had
now.
this spell. I think Arch had the spell, which
Hold on, V, hold
made like the
No,
bodies.
you ruined one
decompose.
leg.
on.
3 more to go.
Shit. Do you want me to keep? You want me to keep rolling? There's
Alright,
still, there's still 11 more legs.
meanwhile, because this is all going to take a little bit of time. I don't think we are going to be in a huge worry about another hunting party, because it's not like the plains are going to be teeming with these fucking things.
I think we are, and I know why. One of the orcs was running north, the one that I helped person. Like he was trying to get help. So I suggest we get out of here as fast as possible.
I
Like
was
do what
just
we need to do,
scattering.
and then just.
Yeah, he was running away for his life.
I wouldn't want to risk it though. Like there's
Like,
no
okay,
reason to risk staying.
There
here.
is every reason to risk it. Literally. They're gonna
Okay.
invade us if they know there's evidence of us and we just killed an entire hunting party. And no, they will
Heresy's the
not think it
question.
was the fucking
Fire is the
caribou.
answer.
Okay, first let's tie them up, right? So
We've already done that.
Yeah, tying up's already done.
Okay. The rope on the other guy as well, yeah.
Yes, we've
Yep.
moved beyond this.
Heresy.
Sargon,
how
Although
we
there's
can-
probably
Fire
a
is the
skill that you
answer.
need to use to tie someone up. Hang on.
He's unconscious, Sargon.
Close manacles?
Yeah. No, the manacles you can put on. But use, I don't know, sleight of hand.
Oh, come on.
See, if Rags
Yeah.
wasn't at the party at this point, I'd have just broken their legs. But okay, fine.
Do you want to carry them around everywhere that you go through the
He
wilderness?
does.
Rather than
That
just
would
use sleight of
be-
hand and get a critical failure, and then
would be
have them break
profoundly
while
retarded.
we're in
Break
the
their
wilderness.
legs,
Yeah.
dragging
Well,
the
no,
orcs around with you everywhere.
Well, no, listen. We can do what we did to that goblin in the Skaven campaign. We just cut off his limbs, and then we heal him so he has like stumps, and then just carry him around like that.
It's a fucking
I think
awesome
that's-
campaign. Anyway,
think
who
that's
has the
cruel and
highest
unusual.
dexterity? Who's got the highest
Well-
dexterity?
Well, we can all give it a try, right?
I probably do.
No, because
I
if
got
you
3
do-
dexterity.
All right. So I will help you, and you get advantage. We're
Okay.
using the rope to tie up the other orc, Sargon.
Yeah, go on then.
There you go. You got an 8.
The rope
Uh,
shatters in Dev's hands.
Pricks apart.
It's
Well, I mean, it
frozen
would've been-
solid.
Would have been possible for him to snap it, but since he had advantage, you tie him up, but it doesn't seem like a great knot. But it's the best you can do.
Damn
Well,
your
here,
assholes.
let me give a crack at it.
I'll help you as well,
Untie him.
Rags.
Well, I don't know. I
hope
saw
that-
how well you helped Dev there, but yeah.
Well, I gave him
See,
advantage.
there you go.
I did.
Now that's
Yeah.
how you tie a rope.
Yep. Yep. He seems fairly securely tied.
How
All right.
deep is this water, Sargon? Is it is the lake clear? Like, can you see at the bottom?
No,
is it
no,
deep enough?
it's quite murky. You can't see how deep it is.
Okay.
Bodies
I
float.
want
What
to
if we,
push the bodies.
Bodies
into the
Well,
water.
wait,
float.
hold
Don't
up,
put the
hold up,
bodies-
hold up. Yeah, bodies float. What if we
a
drag
rock on
them? Yeah, what if we dragged the bodies behind these boulders and buried them?
I have I have
I
control
don't think you have
water,
time for that, man.
so I
don't think you have time
I
for
can
that.
just move the water away. You guys can make a hole if you want to bury them, and then I can put the water back up.
Could we burn them completely? Like incinerate the bodies? Do you have a spell? Do you have
Yeah,
your little flame ball?
we can incinerate them, but you're going to be able to see that it's
Oh.
charcoal of work.
Hold on, that's actually a good idea. Just hold on a second.
Isn't there a spell that makes
how large
bodies
Harrison,
is this
disappear?
lake?
question. Fire is the answer.
Well, you can see each square is 5 foot. It's not very big.
Okay, so it's not that big.
Here's
Okay,
another
so-
question: Can we make it seem like they fought it with each other?
Hang on,
Dev,
V,
what
V,
were you saying?
Can we let Dev finish his sentence?
Okay, so V, you said you have control water.
Yeah, it may work or may not, depending on the roll.
Okay, so yeah, you can control any
Say so.
freestanding water, a cube up to 100 feet. So
Yeah.
what you could do is just levitate the entire contents of the lake up. We will drag all the bodies to the bottom of the lake, put rocks in them to weigh them down. Then you just levitate the water back into place.
Yeah.
An interesting idea.
Let me see how long I can do this for.
10 minutes.
That will
Can we do
probably
this
that will
in
be enough
in 10
time.
minutes?
That will be enough time.
Well, why not get all of the bodies to the lake first?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we can bring all the bodies over to the shore, and then we can just be poised to do it really quickly.
Okay.
We'll have big rocks ready too.
Also, I could use Peerless Athlete. So for that 10 minutes, I can carry, push, drag, and lift twice as much weight as normal.
Okay, interesting.
I'm picturing like a Giga Chad Rags just carrying a bunch of corpses,
Ooh,
running as fast as he can.
Do you have mold
Dragon.
earth, V?
No.
And did you or did you not have prestidigitation?
No.
No.
I remember someone had the spell which hid the bodies at the rogue camp. I think it was Arch. Like, it made the bodies not disappear into the ground, but they look like they had mushrooms coming out of them and stuff.
Oh, they decayed very quickly. Yeah. What was
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Which one of you had that spell?
What spell
Was it
even
you,
was
Dev,
that?
as a ranger, or
No,
Or
not
was
having no magic.
okay? Well,
Oh, it's
Arch,
decompose.
Yeah.
called
Decompose is a
decompose, it's a cleric spell.
cantrip, yes. Now that
Do you
was a
have
little
it?
bit as to what sets we're using, because I looked that up later, and decompose is apparently not in the usual rules.
Okay, so we don't have it anymore. All right.
Oh.
Well, let's do the one with the water then.
It's not in the
bring
usual
the
rules,
bodies.
really?
From what I could find out, it apparently comes from a critical role.
Sargon, we're bringing the bodies close to the lake,
Yep.
stacking them
Yeah, I
up in a
could-
pile.
Get the bodies
Um,
here. I could also gather up a bunch of stones and get them ready as well.
How do I cast this? Because it's from a scroll. Like, what is the roll for it?
Well, put the thing in the chat so I can see it.
You didn't give me anything besides saying that I have a scroll of control water. You didn't actually say the.
Here, I'll put the spell itself in the D&D chat.
Thanks. What level was it?
It
Level
says
4.
fourth level. Yeah, fourth level transmutation.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, right, okay. So you don't have to do anything. It's just an effort of will. So you can
Really?
just
Like
read the
there's no
scroll.
roll. I just cast
No,
it
there's
and
no
that's
roll.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it disappears after I cast it. Yeah. Like it's
Well,
only
you
once.
lose the ability to control the water.
Yeah. No. I mean, like once I cast it, the scroll is gone. Like I will not be able to. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. Very well. So after the bodies are gathered and they have the rocks next to them, I go next to the lake and I go Wingardium Leviosa, and the water goes up.
Okay. Delete
It's
the scroll.
magical. It looks pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, I mean it's 100 feet. Is it 100 feet? Let me check. Sorry. Yeah, 100
There's
feet
fishes
cube of water. Yeah, there are. There are fish.
that are
like-
that are falling from the sky.
Well, no,
You could
they're-
just
they're in
part
the-
it
They
like
can just stay in the water.
yeah, you
You
could
just
just
stay
part
up
it like the Red Sea or something, and we could walk down to the bottom. It doesn't have to be the
No,
whole lake
I lifted it
up.
up. I already called the action, so it's literally lifted up. Now go and do the thing. Hurry. My
We have 10
concentration
minutes to
is
do it.
weakening.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's obviously it's it's just fairly steep bowl, I guess, that the lake sits in. But at the bottom of it, you can see that there's a chest.
Oh my fucking god! Like hurry! Concentration weakening.
Okay.
Well, don't worry.
Okay, hold
there's-
on. I will
don't-
here.
yeah,
Rags,
don't worry, there's
since,
three
since
of
you
us.
have your Rags, since you have your muscles, you and Arch
I
start
do.
carrying bodies down, and I will go check out the chest
Why?
because I can lockpick if I have to.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Well,
Okay.
there's 3 of us, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bodies. So it's not like we're in a huge rush. There's 3 of us and
10
7 bodies.
minutes, Rags.
So,
I cannot
we'll just
hold
go
it
ahead
for
and-
any longer.
Oh, that's all right. So let's just bring the bodies down, put some rocks on them, and I'll pull the chest out.
Okay, it'll probably take you about 5 or 6 minutes to throw all the bodies down.
Okay.
Another couple of minutes to get rocks on them.
Too much
So you'll be,
Okay.
cutting,
water.
you'll,
So
you'll be
much
cutting it
pain.
fairly tight.
So we got
Okay.
3 minutes or so to pull the chest out.
No, more like 2.
Uh,
2 to 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
Deb,
we
have
got
you
2 minutes to
opened
pull
it
the
yet?
chest out. All right. Can I pull the
Here.
chest out with a Peerless Athlete?
Don't know, put Peerless Athlete in the thing.
Yeah, sure. Let me grab that for you. Here you go.
You can try.
All right, sure. So let's do a bop.
Bless Rags.
Strength
I
check.
suggest
Helps
anyone
Rags.
that's not
Helps
messing with
Rags.
these tests.
No, not a strength save, an athletics check.
Oh, athletics, sure.
Yeah, you can. It's you have to yank it quite a lot because it's stuck in a lot of mud, but eventually you pull it free and you can drag it up to the side of the bank, I guess. And Arch can help you haul it out.
As everyone
Of-
leaves, I
okay.
drop the water back down. Big splash.
Gently, V. Otherwise, you'll just
Gently,
move all of
please.
the rocks.
So much water, too much pain. Ah, goodness gracious. I do my
Well,
best to drop
can I
Yes,
can I open this chest up and see what's inside?
It needs to be locked.
All right.
Whilst- okay,
Dev?
Dev, the useless one, can do that. In the meantime, Lags, because I like that name now, we should break off some branches from these bushes and just use that to scuff the ground up, get rid of the worst of the foot tracks and the,
Service
dragging
guarantees
blood
citizenship.
trails leading to the water, and that's the other sort of stuff.
Well, really, you'd want Dev to do that because he's got survival.
Is this a survival test?
Yes, this would be a survival test. You're trying to
cover
track.
Okay,
blood?
that's what I'll do then.
I'll help him so he gets advantage.
You got to say you're going to help someone before they roll.
Yeah, but he rolled so fast. Oh, fine. Whatever.
Ah, that's a shame.
You were saying it at the same time as me, V. I didn't know you were gonna help me.
Wow. You don't really seem to make any do any good there, Dev? You seem to actually kind of make it more obvious that people have been here.
Dev,
Oh, holy shit!
why the
Hold
fuck
on.
does anyone trust you?
Rags was right. Rags was right. I do have it. It was under
Oh.
cantrips. I
Heresy's
was
the
looking at level
question.
1. So my
Fire
bad.
is the answer.
I will
Yeah,
cast
use
the
that.
spell.
That's a great
Yeah,
spell for cleaning
I
things
will
up.
cast the spell which says, you instantaneously clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot.
Service guarantees
You clean a
citizenship.
gonna
cubic
clean up
foot
all
of
the blood.
dirt.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
will use it to clean up all the blood. It's a cantrip. I can cast it as many times as I want.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Fair enough.
All
there
right.
we go.
So V is cleaning up the blood, and you're helping with. You're doing your best. Arch, what are you up to right now?
I'm just watching Dev. I'm expecting he to fail at lockpicking so I can use my RAM.
All right, I'll try to fail at lockpicking. Okay. Give me a second here. Do I still have? Yeah, I still have the Masterwork Thieves tools. So this I still get a +1 to it.
Mm-hmm.
But here we go. Sleight of hand.
All right.
As much as you try, you can't get the lock to open.
There we go.
Really
RAM
interesting.
time.
How
Okay.
heavy is the chest?
I mean, it's waterlogged, so pretty heavy.
Well, I assume the lock may be broken, which is why you didn't manage to open it with such a high roll, because it's been rusted under the water. So
Why not?
Arch,
You can just
use the
ask the
ram.
DM
We have-
what happened with
We
the
have
lock.
crowbars. We
Yeah,
have
you can just
crowbars
ask
too.
them.
Yeah,
if
it
it's
was
waterlogged-
underwater for a long time, so it makes sense.
Okay.
Has it been
To be fair,
underwater for a long
Rags,
time?
Rags, you currently
No.
have advantage on athletics checks, right?
I have it for 10 minutes, so I'm not sure if
Yeah.
I still do. That's up to the GM.
Can you
No,
recast
you've
it?
lost. You've lost that now.
No, I can
Okay.
only use it once per, I believe. Let me double check how long it will be until I get it.
I'm just
Let
gonna get
Hold
my
on,
RAM
I
ready.
got an idea. I got an idea. I'll use prestidigitation on the chest, which means it will be cleaned. So any rust, any damage that the water did to the blocking mechanism will go away because the spell cleans it.
Is
If
rust
it's made
dirt?
of, if it's clogged, yeah. If it's
Yeah.
clogged, not if it's broken.
No,
Actually,
no.
hold on.
It's just like
I can be this person who saves things. This is why I got the mend cantrip. I can make the lock good as new.
oh, we both use it, so I'll clean it. You make it as good as new. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
I mean,
repair the lock so it's even. Okay.
the lock is now shiny and good as new, but it's still locked.
Dev, you failure.
Yeah, but try picking it again, Dev. Now.
I don't think I can try again, can I, Sargon?
No, you can't just try again. But that,
Can I try it
you look
then?
at it and it doesn't seem to have changed it. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the lock. If anything, the lock seems to be doing exactly what it's designed to do.
Yeah.
So it wasn't rusted or anything because of the elements.
It was
Ram, ram,
rusted.
ram,
It
ram,
doesn't mean it doesn't work.
No, but it's
So
easy
it's-
to pick
it's a-
now, right?
Yeah. So it's V, it's a sleight of hand. You get +1.
All right.
Now I get Peerless I can harness that ability. I get it back. Basically I can use it once, but after a short or long rest, I
Right.
get to use it again.
Did it open?
What are you doing, B?
I tried to lockpick it.
No.
Ram,
Well,
ram.
let me
I
give it
the
a try.
tools- I give the tools to Rags.
Yeah, let me give it a try.
Vibrating gleefully.
Ah,
Nope.
we're all doing a good job, but we
Arch,
can't.
you want to try?
Right there.
Okay, fine. I'll even bless myself, but after this we're ramming it.
Yeah, we shouldn't waste too much time. So you get a plus D4, right? Because you blessed yourself.
Yes. Please not be good enough.
Ooh.
Please
Oh,
not
a
be good enough.
19.
Please don't be
No,
good enough.
that's a
Nope.
20 because that's a 20.
Yeah,
Please
you
don't be
get
good enough.
+1 from the from the tools.
You still failed to pick the lock.
Thank God.
20 isn't enough.
Smash the
Jeez.
fucking thing is like heave.
What
You
is
wanna
the
crowbar
chest?
it?
Well, yeah, let's use a crowbar.
Fuck.
Let's use the crowbar.
Let's use
yeah.
that. What
Okay,
is
make
the...
a
Well,
strength
here,
check.
Sargon, can you describe the chest? Is it made out of wood?
It is made out of wood, but it looks very tough.
Has it
It's
been...
not
has
kind
it
of
been
wood
weak-
you're familiar with.
Has it been weakened from being under the water for
No,
whatever
'cause we
time?
fixed it.
No. It seems very sturdy.
Is there a space where we can fit a crowbar underneath the lid to pry it open?
Not really. You'd have to just try and bash it, really.
Hmm.
But then you don't know what's inside it. So.
Well,
Go ahead, Arch,
let's
bash it.
see.
It's
Well,
time.
let's see if we have any other options here. We've done the
Nope, I think it's time.
tools.
We can't-
fit the crow.
Yep.
Well, wait. How about give me 5 fucking seconds to think before saying no? Okay. I don't think we have any items, right? That'll help open it. Let me check.
Actually,
We got a
Uh,
ram and
let's
we
for
got a
shits and
crowbar.
giggles,
So...
V, could you
crowbar.
check if it's magical? Because it might not be like picking.
No, I don't have that ability.
No,
I don't have that ability.
violence is the solution then.
Well, I can sense. Maybe it's cursed. I can
sense
sense
evil,
evil on
yeah.
it. Yeah. I
If
can use
if I was a
divine
big
sense
GM,
on
I
it.
would have made this a mimic. But may I remind you, gentlemen, that we have to hurry?
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
this
are you
isn't all
doing,
real time.
Rags?
I just like to divine sense on the chest.
He
So you're
wants to sense
detecting
evil.
if it's evil.
Yes. I don't know why,
or
but
if
he
it's
is.
celestial. Like,
What
magic
are
is
you asking me unironically why in this world of magic bullshit a spooky chest at the bottom of a lake might or might not be
Why
haunted?
would it be spooky? It's just okay.
Well,
that's
here's the
fine.
thing: we don't know, so I can just
Wait,
check
now we
for
do.
free.
Sargon, is it evil
No,
or celestial?
no, doesn't appear
No.
to be.
It's
just a
not
chest.
evil or celestial, Rags.
Fair. That's good.
It's good to be a cynic, but sometimes it's.
I'm
it's
not
a little
being
bit too
cynical.
much.
What part of what? Do you know what that word means?
Anyway, let's. Do you guys want to fuck around with the chest a lot and risk getting caught, or can we just bash it, see what's inside, and it is what it is?
I think it's
Like,
time to
it-
bash. In my
Well,
opinion, it's time
if,
to bash.
depending on how heavy it is, the two of us can just carry it away with us.
It's pretty
It would
heavy.
require 2 people.
Okay.
Listen,
well,
we
if
have
you
2
wanna
prisoners
just-
as well. Yeah, we got 2
Yeah,
prisoners. Let's
so-
bash it.
All right.
Bash.
Fine.
Use your divine smite on the fucking thing. Just-
That's crazy that we weren't able to lockpick it with a 20.
yeah.
Bless myself.
Might be something valuable inside, you know? It's,
Dev, grab the
someone
other
is
end of
trying
the
to
ram. It's time for violence.
All right, we're doing it together. So
Wait,
Archer's
wait.
advantage.
Does one of us have a saw? Did one of us get a saw as one of our items? Instead of bashing it, you just saw through the wood.
We don't have a song.
I should have thought
hold
about
on.
that.
Do I have a saw?
Are you sure? Double check. We got a bunch of stuff, so just double check. Make sure.
I had the
Oh, wait, hold
cutting
on.
water-
I have a wood cutting axe. I can just chop it.
Well, holy fuck! This is why we
that'll
check.
do way less damage.
Well, yeah. Unironically, yeah.
No,
It
God,
will.
Here.
no.
Let's wait.
Of
Let's
course,
ram it
you
first.
axe
Just-
the top of it. You don't bash the side.
let's ram it first so that Arch can have his ram time, and then if that doesn't work, we'll chop it. Okay?
I feel
Let's
like
go,
the
Arch.
axe is obviously the safer choice.
Let's go, Arch.
Have
I'm helping you.
split wood?
Yes, I have split wood. I know what I'm
So
talking
have I.
about.
That is not going to be a gentler option.
It's going to be way more gentler than bashing it with
There
blunt
you
force.
fucking go.
That's good that you got a critical.
That's not
Unfortunately,
good.
Arch
That
has
is
a strength
exactly
save.
what happened.
Yeah, sorry, Arch. That's a strength save.
You pressed the wrong button.
But the button
He
is the
always
right
does
down
that.
button.
He always fucking does that. You get excited. You think you did it,
You
but
did,
then
but
Hold
you
on.
don't.
That's the wrong. No,
21,
that's the wrong button
21.
too, Arch. That's the
But
wrong
that's
button too.
strength.
You have to press athletics.
Athletics? No, it's a strength fucking thing.
No, athletics.
No. Arch is right. It's a strength check. You failed to destroy it.
it's a 21 Sargon because Dev is helping him. so
Yeah,
he
I'm
gets
helping.
it
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's enchanted. It's
22. So 22 is not enough.
It is not.
Okay, Rags. Do you want to try ramming it with the ram?
Sure. Let me give it a try here. I'm gonna
Rags
set
and
the
V?
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the chest down, get this ram. I'm gonna specifically aim for one of the corners here by the hinge, and I'll see if I can pop this hinge off and bust.
Give him a
the
hand, V.
hinge. So
Yeah, I'll
V,
help him,
And
so he
bless
gets
him. Give me-
advantage.
give me a hand here. Give me your
I'm-
most blessingest blessing that you can. I'm gonna rub my hands together. All right.
Actually, hold on. I forgot. That's not with the bonus, is it? So it's 22 plus 4. So it's 26.
And what's the bonus give you?
4 on the ram. So it's 26.
Oh, is it? Right, okay.
Oh, that's right. The RAM itself gives you the yeah.
Is
Yes.
it really? Sounds like some bullshit, doesn't it?
Well, that's the point of building a
Portable
RAM.
round, breakdown doors, etc. 4 plus
he had
bonus
the
on the
side
strength
quest
check.
to make the ram. Yeah, he went out of his way to get it.
Yeah, that's to break down a door.
What is the top part of a chest?
Yeah, it's a door. It's a switch.
Not fixed
Come
into a doorway.
Come, stop. Let's be reasonable.
You're right. It's weaker than a door. It's smaller and weaker than a door.
It is the door to a chest.
It's a sideways door. That's what a
mobile.
lid is.
It's not fixed.
We put it on the ground next to a rock.
Goodness, Sargon, goodness.
Fine. You know what I'll do? I'll nail it to a floor, and then we can ram it.
You just set it down on the ground next to a rock, and so when you hit it, it's against the rock.
Okay, you know what? I think the chest is a red herring. It's making us stay here way longer than we should. So, Rags, just give it another go. If it doesn't break, we leave it here.
All right.
knows what's in it?
So am I using a strength or athletics check?
What are you trying to do? Just burst it open?
I'm going to
The ram
try
only
and-
gives
I'm
a
trying
bonus
to-
to strength.
Okay, so I will do a strength. I'm specifically setting it next to a rock that's in the ground so it doesn't fly away or shift. I'm aiming specifically for one of the hinges by the corner, a weak
And I'm
spot, I
helping
reckon.
him. So he
V
gets
is
the-
helping me,
Guarantees citizenship.
and
With Arch
I'm being
blessing you?
blessed by Arch.
Yep.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Any other silly
Nomine
things you
de
guys have
Domine.
got?
None of those things were silly.
26
All right.
or more. Well, actually, 27 or more.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't want that roll because. Yeah, and roll the
16.
d4 now. Roll the d4.
That's
no,
a
you rolled
strength
the
save,
same
Regs.
okay.
See,
You
when I
gotta
do that,
roll
everyone
strength.
laughs at me.
Yeah,
And
still
you
go.
no
roll a
point.
d4.
Even with the D4, it's nowhere close, I think.
No.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
Definitely
Does
not
Okay,
a
so-
look-
wallop. But this is not a wood you're familiar with, and it seems to be as hard as iron.
We leave
Okay,
it here.
so
We leave it here. It's
Hold
a
on.
red herring. Again, the idea is for us to waste time. So another.
I'm going to
orc
do one
can
more
think.
thing before we go, V, please. One more thing,
Right,
okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Because I have the wood cutting axe made for chopping wood. I'm going to chop the chest.
Okay.
What bonuses does that
So-
give you?
None.
None.
It's just made for cutting
Okay.
wood. So
it
maybe
sounds like a
maybe the
waste of
chest will
time
be
then.
well,
No,
maybe
as
the
someone
chest will
who-
be weak against it because
Yeah,
it's a sharp
also-
edge. Yeah.
Like try
I'm not
sharply
gonna look out
chopping
for
wood.
the orcs
yeah.
that are approaching.
Yeah,
That's-
you hear a horn in the distance, Arch.
Okay, let's go. Let's go now. Let's leave the chest. I don't fucking care. Let's go.
Should
We can't
chuck
carry it
back
with
in the
us?
lake?
We can't like here. Hold on. There's
No,
four of
'cause
us,
we
right?
need-
I
we
mean,
need to carry. We need to carry 2 unconscious works. So.
well, we got 4 guys, right? 2 of us can carry the chest, and 2 of us can carry orcs. That's okay, right?
Carrying an entire orc on your own.
No, you need 2 people for one.
Okay,
orc.
fine. Here, I'm gonna try to chop it once. And if it doesn't work, I'll just
No,
leave. Okay.
no,
Leaving.
Just chuck it in the
Leaving.
lake and let's
Go on
go.
then, Dev. Why in athletics?
Oh, sorry.
But no. 0?
How'd you roll a 0?
0?
I can actually roll. I can actually
You
roll
can actually
minus
get
2.
negative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sargon, we left.
Yeah, Dev is just standing there
Okay,
playing fuck yourself now.
That's fine.
Okay,
Are
we'll
you
just
leaving? He's leaving the chest there, right?
Should
Yes.
we chuck it in the lake
The
before we
chest
go?
is worthless.
I
Is it? Okay.
mean,
I don't know if it's
if
worthless.
we have it, just to be clear, if we have it right next to this boulder, we could set it behind the
No,
boulder.
no. Like the idea is for us to waste time with the chest until we get ambushed. So let's just
Oh, has
not
that
get
been decided what the reality is?
Where do you get that from, V?
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't
The
want to be. You
26
just said there's
failure.
a horn in the distance. Like we're hearing a horn in the distance. I don't want to hear a horn in the close proximity. And not to mention, the two
distance.
orcs we're having can also wake up. So let's just leave it. It is what it is.
No, they've been beaten unconscious.
If you want, you can hide the chest somewhere, and we can come back for it if you're really that.
Yeah, we can just chuck it back in the lake.
Okay, chuck it back in the lake, and then let's go.
Yeah, I'll by that little boulder, by the on the south side. I see where that boulder is, so I could remember it, and I'll just go and I will take the chest and I will drop it into the water on the little north side of that boulder, so I know if we come back through here. I am curious about this chest, but we'll have to focus on our mission.
Yeah.
But if we come back this way, we'll know where it is.
Yeah, the the chest sinks under the water. It's murky and disappears from view.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
There's one problem though. I don't have the
What does
control
that
water
mean?
spell. I don't have the
Well, it's
control
fine.
water spell.
We can get the chest using secular means. Don't worry. We can just reach
guess,
down and
yeah,
get it. We can just reach
we'll
down
have
and get
to-
it.
Yeah, we'll have to get like scuba gear and stuff.
No, it's this isn't the ocean. I'll just go down there and get it and pull it out. It's
Yeah,
fine.
well,
I
if you
didn't
can
drop
do
it
that,
in the
then-
middle. Drop it in the
If
shallow
you
water.
Can do that, that's fine. We'll get a chain or something with a hook, and you can.
I'll just use my hands. It's all right. I just dropped it in the shallow water, just under the sea.
All right. Well, Sargon, we're leaving, so give us the non-orcs map.
Don't know if there is such a thing.
Zoom out.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So we need to fuck off from here as fast as
Well,
possible. And...
what time of day is it?
Early afternoon.
Okay.
So we have
I don't know.
squares then. We can move to squares.
Well, I'm a bit battered,
late
and I've
night.
used all my spells and my lay on hands. I need to rest.
Yeah, but not where the orcs are. So let's rest at night when we reach
Hold
camp.
on. He said if we push it, we can do 2 squares. You probably only move 1 square.
Okay.
I definitely,
Well,
I
we're
don't wanna
moving
push
here
it.
and we're camping here then.
Don't worry, I still have healing spells.
Is the bottom right square a forest or the bottom left? Maybe we should go to a forest.
Yeah, like how accurate is this map? Are we in a forest here or are we just open plains?
You can go into a forest. Yes.
Yeah,
We should
like we're
probably go for
going to a
that.
forest. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just a trackless pine forest. The trees are moderately well spaced apart, so it's not terrible to move through. It's not easy, but
I suggest we blindfold and gag the prisoners.
Yep. Also,
Sounds like a good idea.
With what?
Do we not have any cloth?
Do you have cloth written in
I
your
will
inventory?
tear some
Well,
cloth.
hold up. Let me check. Well, let me
Yeah.
check. Let's see what I've got. This is why we have our knickknacks and doodads. So, let me give a look at all the stuff I'm carrying. See if anything will work well. Let's see. Apart from a thick, apart from clothing that I've got to wear, I don't specifically have like strips of cloth. However, I have 9 sacks, so I can probably cut up one of the sacks and use that. So, take a knife, and I'll cut one of these big sacks into thick strips.
Do you have a knife?
Yes.
We can also
Okay.
use
Got a
the
dagger.
Sharp, yeah, we can also use the sharp end of an axe or whatever. Like we
Yeah.
have.
So I'm removing a sack from my inventory, and I'm adding in a burlap strips, I guess.
Yep.
And I will use those. Cover the orc's eyes with it.
Mm-hmm. Make a sleight of hand check.
Sure. Core, sleight of hand. Don't know how it's logically possible to fuck this up, but all right.
Well, I mean, you can put it over his face, but that doesn't mean it's covering his eyes.
Oh wait, why the fuck am I?
You just
pulling
lay
out
it
the
on his
sack?
face.
Wait, hold up. Quit that. I'm being profoundly retarded. I'll just put the sacks on their heads. Why am I cutting up the sack? Holy fuck, I was stupid. All right, I just put two sacks on.
I thought you were
two
cutting it
sacks
to
on their heads.
gag them, Rags. I thought that you wanted to make makeshift
would
gag for the.
Be the same difference, I guess. But yeah, we could do that. If you want to get a bit of rope and gag them, I'll just put the sacks over their heads.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try to gag them, Sargon. I guess it's
I
sleight
don't
of
even
hand,
know
yeah.
why. I was
Yep.
so tunnel vision
So-
on Doom. I wanted it to look
That's
neat,
good,
I
though.
guess.
Yeah.
We got burlap sacks now, or strips now if we need them.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I mean, you put it in their mouths, but you know, it's a bit of rag inside an unconscious orc's mouth.
Oh, then I'd rather not do it because I don't want them to choke if they're unconscious. I thought they're awake.
What? Why would you say that? Why would you think that?
Well, how long are they going to stay unconscious? Like it's been an entire day.
Until they heal. It
Oh,
hasn't
is
been an
that how it
entire
works?
day. You've been traveling for like 4 hours.
Okay, right.
Yep.
Well, it's still.
Lee, you've
I
got
will.
to stop just making shit up in your head, man.
Well, yeah. I will not put it on their mouth
but you
then
d-
because I don't want them to choke. If it's unconscious, he may swallow it and he may choke. So.
Well, no. You can tie it around his head and then like put it between his jaws, but like
Okay.
you don't know
I'll do that.
how
then.
effectively that will actually stop him from yelling. Is
Well, it's okay because we got the arch. I want you to prepare the silence spell so that if they have to yell, we can use the zone of silence.
I ain't got no shit like that.
You do have shit like that. Just prepare it.
Yes, you do, because V did it in the previous campaign.
Yes, it's almost
Yeah,
like I
but
played the
gotta
cleric.
select it or something.
Yes, and we're camping now, so select it so you can have it tomorrow.
Well, Thunder doesn't.
Okay,
like
so-
silence.
Since we're camping, there's a few things that I'll do right now. I'll
Sing
hand
that
out the
campfire song.
I'll hand out the spoils. So we each get 2 gold pieces.
Silver. I thought they had silver. Do they have gold?
Well, yeah,
No,
but
it
it's like
was-
it's
it
the
was
equivalent
like-
of gold.
various like trinkets.
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
copper coins. And
Yeah, so each of you
Sure.
add 2 gold pieces.
Will do.
I'll take
Rich.
the 14 arrows because I could always use 14 more arrows.
No, there were 14 javelins. Dev, stop
Oh.
making shit up.
Oh, how many arrows did I get?
0.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get some of my arrows back.
None of them had a bow.
But
Oh,
I had a bow.
Your arrows,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. 4 arrows.
All right, that sounds good.
Take a couple javelins, top myself off. One
Yeah,
of
you might
them
as well just take
might
all of
even
them.
be
I don't
mine.
think any of us use javelins except for you, so you might as well just take all 14 javelins.
Sure.
Okay, and
Alright.
that's all the spoils. So if I'm gonna cook up that caribou
Well, there were
leg that I
8
cut
great
off,
axes.
yeah, but none of us are using those. They're just
Hmm.
Yeah. I'll just hold on to them, I guess.
Might be.
But yeah,
if
that-
one of us doesn't have something like chop wood with, it might be useful.
Yep.
Dev?
So that caribou leg that I hacked off, how much food can I get out of that if we eat
Didn't
it?
you fuck that up?
Oh,
Yeah, you
right.
did fuck that up.
so we have no food. Okay.
Well, you didn't.
Well,
I
you
mean,
don't
we have
have any
our
food.
supplies.
You tried it
Yeah,
on
we
one
got-
leg, and then that's where that train of, process.
Oh right, I got
Does that
interrupted. I got interrupted and
have-
did something else. Right. Okay.
Do you not have supplies then? Like, do you have
This is
any?
the
Yeah,
this is
we've-
the ADHD campaign.
Yeah,
No,
we've got all the
I'm
rations and stuff. It would have just
Yeah, we
been
got
nice to have
rations,
a
so
fresh
we'll eat
caribou
those.
steak.
Yeah.
All right.
I will
That's
mourn
good.
the
guess we're
loss
camping.
of caribou steaks.
Okay. Are you
Uh,
lighting
let-
a fire?
No,
No.
we're traveling low.
Okay. What are you doing about the orcs?
We'll
And
have
tie 'em to a
watches.
tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, time to a tree. We'll have a watch. Yeah. The usual.
Are
Arch
you
goes
going to-
first, then Rags, then Dev, then me.
Are you going to like put them in a tent or something, or are you going to leave them exposed to the elements, or what?
Do we have the ability to put them in a tent?
I don't know. You tell me.
Do we have tents?
Well, I have 2 tents.
See, hold on. I'm under the assumption that they can just survive out here, like they're just indigenous to a cold
No.
climate. That's why they're here.
Yeah, they may be Russians, but they won't survive if you just leave them to the elements. So,
Well, hold on. Well, just wait though. So Sargon, every time we've encountered these orcs, have they been wearing like a whole bunch of furs? Or are they running around naked, or what's the deal?
Generally, they're wearing fur armor.
Okay. All right.
I would still put them in a tent so they can't see what's around. It's a lot better. So just if we put tents anyway, yeah, just have them in a tent. Like, can we set up a tent around the tree? Can it work like that?
No.
All right.
Well, they do have sacks on their heads, and if you want, if we have
Service
something
guaranteed
like
citizenship.
cloaks and something to put over them, that would be much better than nothing.
Yeah, and it's okay. Like if they're on the ground tied up, it's still good. So we'll do that.
Mhm.
Right. So, sorry, you putting them in a tent?
Yes.
And we'll keep watch. We'll like rotate out of the tent every couple hours.
Okay.
What's your strength, Deb?
-2.
Okay, so 8.
But he can yell for help, Arch.
No, it's
they do
not
something-
that.
Here's a whistle, Dev. Call if you need anyone.
I'm just thinking I'm going
The
to
rape
take
whistle?
away 4 of his axes
Yeah.
because I think Dev's carry capacity is about to have him
Yeah,
slow us down.
I don't think Dev can carry all of those axes either.
Oh, actually, I have been given some relevant piece of information. So let me post this
What's that?
to you. So, tying knots. A creature who ties the knot makes an intelligence sleight of hand check when doing so. The total check becomes a DC for an attempt to untie the knot with an intelligence check, sleight of hand check, or slip out of it with dexterity check.
What do you
So
think
it's
I'll make you
intelligence to
do
tie knots.
Sleight of hand checks.
Well, hold up. The rule intentionally links sleight of hand with intelligence rather than
Oh, wait,
dexterity.
Yeah, skills with
Oh,
different
really?
abilities, right?
Right.
Which I guess makes
I didn't
sense. You have to
realize-
actually know a knot. You know, as an Eagle Scout, you have to, know your knots, memorize them.
Hmm.
Rabbits
Anyway.
and loops and whatnot.
Who's on watch first?
I'll go
Alright.
first.
No, go Ada. And give me 4 of your axes.
Okay.
I'll just give you all the axes, Arch. It's okay.
I don't want that.
I have
So
one
Arch
great axe.
first. Is this okay? Arch first, Rag second, Deva third, and I'm fourth.
Not sure if you want to do it that way. Sure.
Alright. So Sargon, Arch starts his watch.
Can I
Okay.
can I request that I go first? Because it only takes me a short rest to regain Peerless Athlete. So if I'm interrupted in the night and need to use Peerless
Okay.
Athlete to wrangle the orcs, it might be more
That's
advantageous.
fair.
to have
All
me go
right,
first.
Rags first. Arch
No,
second.
no. The rest doesn't work like that. It's when you've all finished the rest that you'll get back.
So halfway through a long rest doesn't count as 4 hours for a short rest.
Yes.
Well, actually, a short
re-
rest.
Oh
is,
yeah, like
huh?
it's a game mechanic, Rags. A short rest means you declare it, and you can have it with your armor on, and it takes very little. Long
Now,
rest. It's like a proper resting session.
All right, well, I guess a short rest is all I need, and I don't even have to be asleep for a short rest. So
Like if you declare
But
short
it
rest,
is
then-
it is the night, and you do need sleep. So it's up to you what you do.
Yeah, the short rest is more like when you're dungeoneering. So you're in a dungeon, you're like, oh, we'll take just 2 hours here, and you wait
Well,
2
and
hours.
Need some
a
hit points
short-
back and stuff like that.
a short rest is a period of downtime, at least 1 hour long, during which a character does nothing more strenuous than eating, drinking, reading, and tending to wounds.
Yeah. I mean,
So-
you could take a short rest before taking the long rest.
So if I literally go to sleep, I will not get a short rest out of the hour spent sleeping.
No.
Nope.
That is okay. Just to be clear, this is madness.
You have to
Okay.
declare what type of rest it is before you actually do it.
Fucking
But there's
madness.
nothing stopping you just taking a short rest for an hour before you take a long rest.
All right, I'll take a short rest for an hour, and then I will continue that with a long rest, I guess.
Okay.
I'm literally
Okay.
sleeping. I don't see how it doesn't count as a short rest.
Heresy's the question.
Okay.
Fire is
Sorry,
the
who's
answer.
on watch first?
I'll-
I guess,
well, I
'cause Rex
can-
needs to
well, I
sleep
can have-
first.
Well, no, I might as well do the watch first because I don't have to be asleep for a short rest. So I'll just watch them I'll just do my shift first.
Well, how long is each person watching for?
Isn't
the
it 2
night
hours?
is 8 hours. So yeah,
It's-
2 hours each.
Yeah, 2 hours each. So I'll do the watch first, and that will count as a short rest.
Okay. Okay. The orcs are both unconscious. You hear like wolf howls in the distance and the normal sort of sounds you'd expect from a forest at night, but nothing exciting happens to you.
Well, that's good.
Do I see any fires from where the lake was?
Aren't you asleep?
Before I go to sleep, if I look in that direction, do I see? Oh, or I'll just look
There's
at
no
it.
direct line of sight. You're 5 miles away at this point.
Oh, okay, right. Next is Arch.
Okay. Right, Arch. I assume setting yourself up opposite the tent where the orcs are in.
Yeah, you just keep the flap open, and I'm just kind of leaning there, facing towards
You can't keep the flap open because that'll allow the heat.
All right.
I'm sure they'll let me know if they wake up.
Right. Yeah, after about an hour and a half of your watch, you hear some movement inside that tent.
Well, we're gonna have to beat them to death.
Yeah, we'll beat them up tomorrow morning.
No.
You want to beat them up right now?
Well, Arch's turn is coming after Rags is finished, so
Ragus?
if you beat them, do it quietly, not to
It
awaken
is
the
Archer's
paladin.
turn. V.
It is Arch's turn.
Oh, well, beat them quietly so the paladin
Parallel
doesn't hear.
universe V.
I like how they
I'll-
just woke up, and you're like, we must beat them because they woke up.
Of course we must beat them.
The paladin doesn't know, so what the paladin doesn't know doesn't hurt them. If
I
you
will
beat them, do it
ready
quiet.
an action. That action is hit with hammer. Then I'll poke my head in tent.
Non-lethal, yeah.
I'll see about that.
Yeah, the berserker sat up and he's clawing around to try and get the thing off his head.
All right.
Sack.
Service guarantees
See here.
citizenship.
Hit him non-lethally.
There. Non-lethally.
Okay, that's a hit.
Does he need to be beaten again?
Don't know how. I can't remember how many hit points you get after a short rest.
It's based on hit die.
Hmm.
So the character will have hit dies. Like I have 4 d10s. I'll just roll those after a short rest, and then the hit
right.
dies will regenerate after a long rest.
Right, okay. Interesting. Interesting.
You can always choose to stop resisting.
You can also spread out your hit die among like several short rests, since they only come back after a long rest. If you're like stuck somewhere and you have to do several short rests in a row.
Arch, do you think violence translates well from Human Torch?
Yes, that's why I'm not bothering saying anything. I just reach inside the tent and hit him.
Because you did what?
This is my communication. I go inside the tent, I hit him. There's no words.
Man,
You
you
don't
get
need 'em.
loads of fucking hit points back after a short rest. It's actually fucking silly.
Only if you use all your hit die at once. But yeah.
Yeah, well, there we go. Okay, you wallop him, Arch, but all you hear is just roll initiative.
Wake us up, Arch.
Yeah, wake us up.
20.
You get to go first, Arch.
Yeah, wake us up.
I'm sure you'll wake
Remember,
up with the roaring.
Yelling's a free action, Art. Just yell.
I don't want to communicate. I feel like that'll ruin it. Let's see.
What are you doing, Arch?
I strike him with the mace again.
Oh my God, Arch! If you get your ass
That's
kicked.
it.
Shouldn't it be
Non-lethally, with a
critical
little
'cause
bit
he's
of
tied-
demonstration this time, you know?
Yeah, shouldn't it be critical because he's tied up, Sargon?
No, he's not helpless.
It's paralyzed where it's critical.
Oh, okay.
Is there a
He's got
meaningful
the-
distinction between him being paralyzed and essentially blinded and gagged and
Tied
Yes.
up.
Yes, the
Manacles.
meaningful distinction is you don't get automatic crits on him. I mean, you wallop him again, and he's again. But the thing is, he's worked out the direction that you're coming in, and he lunges at you.
The thing is, he's tied up. I don't think he can lunge too much.
he's tied up?
Yeah.
Well, no, he's got manacles on, right?
Well, he's tied to a tree with rope.
No, he's in a tent with manacles on.
Oh, I thought we tied him to a tree.
I
Okay.
presumed we'd attach the manacles behind his arms, but I guess that was a little bit too advanced.
His arms don't fucking reach behind his back.
His arms don't reach. But hold up, what? When?
He's built like
Wait.
a gorilla.
Okay.
Okay.
Do this noise wake us up, Sargon? Do we get to roll perception or anything?
Yeah, afterwards I'll do that in a second. Hang on. So I've got to figure out what blind does in 5th edition.
He gets disadvantage on his attack rolls on anything.
Heresy's the question.
Right, okay.
Fire is the answer.
Think so?
I can't believe.
Yeah, no, that is correct. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. Attack rolls against him have advantage, and attack rolls he makes a disadvantage. Okay, Arch. You need to make either a strength athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check. Which one would you like to do?
The one with strength.
Okay, make an athletics check, and you have advantage.
Where did I find it?
Good thing he has disadvantage. He grabs you, but you manage to. He grabs you in a very insecure place. You manage to push one of his
Oh, an
massive
insecure
arms
place.
to the side, or both of his massive arms, actually. And so he fails to grapple you. Right, the rest of you make a perception roll.
Alrighty.
Huh, all 3 of you wake up.
Do we roll initiative?
Initiative.
Yeah.
Initiative time.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
That's 19.
V.
Yeah. 4.
Rags.
9.
17.
Okay. Arch, it's your go.
I hit him with the mace again.
Go on then.
There is no further attempt at communication. There's just hit with mace.
That's a hit.
You got advantage.
Been doing very steady damage to him.
I mean, it is steady, but it's just another clunk. But and again, well, he's I guess he's acting like he's under attack now. Like,
He is,
he can't
but,
see,
like-
he can't see what's happening. So like, he wakes up and suddenly someone wallops him. So,
Yeah, but like
you know,
at some point the pain can be too much, and when he chooses to stay still, he stops getting hit. So
yeah, but you're also dealing with an orc berserker, V.
well,
So is he
Um,
like this when he's like putting together a stew or feeding the chickens.
Don't know. Is it before or after he gets kidnapped?
This is
Dev,
definitely
it's your
before.
go, Dev. Go fuck him
Before.
Right, yeah, Dev, it's your go. What you doing?
All right.
You're in your
So-
sleeping
Behind,
bag
so
or
I-
your tent. Sleep.
Well, hold on. Dev, can you grab him from behind so Arch punches him in the gut?
No, he can't because he's nowhere near him. He's in his fucking tent.
Okay, so do I have enough movement to stand up out of my bag, leave the tent, and still be in range to hit him?
No, because Arch is in the doorway of the tent. So, I mean, you could
Okay.
take a random shot at lumps that you can see moving inside the tent from the outside if you like.
I don't have a bludgeoning weapon, so I can't really do that.
If
Okay.
your
I would
fist-
cut the tent. I would cut the tent up if I did that. So
Yeah.
Here, I'll get out of my sleeping bag. So I'll stand up.
Go back to sleep.
That-
Yeah.
That uses half of my movement, so I have 15 movement left. And
Yeah.
from where I'm standing, do I just see Arch like in the doorway of the tent struggling with this orc?
Well, yeah. You can see his rear end sort of poking out the back of the tent.
Can I see the orc at all, or just Arch?
No,
I hear
it's just
repeated
Arch.
meaty thuds.
Yeah. So what are you doing, Dev?
Yeah, I don't have any blunt weapons at all. It's all like short swords and stuff. I can't
You
even
are
do
the
anything if I
weapon.
wanted to.
Yeah,
So I guess
you
I'll
are the
just
weapon. You are the
All right.
weapon.
I will go up to, let's say, the side of the tent where it looks like I can see a lump sticking out of it, and I'll just kick
Oh,
it.
then. That's right. Let's get this strength 8 going on. Okay, make an unarmed attack.
Okay, what's the rules for that?
It's just an attack. It's just you're unarmed.
I don't have it unarmed in my character sheet, unfortunately. Let me just look up the rules.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
1 point of bludgeoning damage plus your strength modifier.
So -2.
What? So -2, because that's my.
No, to
You
a
heal
minimum
him.
of 1. To a minimum of 1.
Okay, so I just kick him for 1.
No, but you can try and kick him for 1.
Oh, here we go. Attack roll is D20 plus strength modifier plus proficiency. Okay, so D20 -2 plus 2, so it's just a D20.
That's right.
Heresy's the question.
And
Fire is
again?
the answer.
Again? Okay.
Oof. Okay. Right. Roll a d6. Arch, you get struck for 1 point of damage.
I will.
Oh,
remember
sorry,
that,
Arch.
Dev.
He rolled a 19 and a 19.
Yeah, disadvantage.
I break my silence
So he
for
rolls-
the first time so far, knowing who this is. Dev, go the fuck
Wait.
back to sleep.
Wait. On a,
Dev, I
on a-
recognize that weak ass fucking punch.
Just like, maybe I'm confused. So he rolled a 19 on his attack?
Yeah.
And he
it
hit-
was-
When you roll
Arch.
for disadvantage, you roll 2 dice.
Yeah, he rolled two 19s.
Yeah, I know. So he hit Arch.
Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Well, hold on,
he
Rex.
aimed
Rex.
the
Maybe he
fist perfectly. Rex, the fist connected. That's the hit. That's the 19. If it connects, it connected, but it was very weak. Like he didn't put much strength into
Well,
the fist.
I think what
No,
Rags
oh.
is questioning is how he hit me instead of the orc.
Because he
Oh.
doesn't know what he's striking.
Yeah, but he didn't
So
roll
we
for
rolled
that,
a
did
d6 to find out.
he? Did he?
No, no,
Yeah, that was what
yeah,
the d6 was.
Aha.
Yeah. So basically,
You fucked up
what it was I said I was attacking the side of the tent where a lump was sticking out. Because I didn't have enough movement to actually get into the
Well,
tent and help you fight.
Could you go back to
Well,
sleep
no,
now, Dev?
there's just no option for you to get in the tent. Arch is blocking the way.
Right.
Okay. Well, Rags, it's your go.
It is your go.
I wake up. I
Yep.
see that there's some commotion going on over there?
Well, you can hear that there's commotion and get out of your tent.
All right, I'll do that. And let me see. Is there a way for me to lift up the side of the tent? Is it staked down securely, or is it just...
No, it's staked down and it's self-contained, so you'd have to rip it.
Well, can I not just grab it where the stake is and pull it up?
I
I
mean,
don't
you
think
try.
Arch is in any danger. We can wait one turn. Like if you wait at the entrance for Arch to move, you can go in the next turn without destroying the tent. We still need
I'm
it.
not destroying the tent. I'm just lifting it up by the stake.
Yeah, you can.
I don't want to pull
give
the
it a-
I'm an Eagle Scout thing, but I've been around a few tents.
You can give it a go. Make a dexterity check.
Sure. I mean, I'm just gonna grab it by the stake and lift the stake out of the ground. Can't see how this could possibly go wrong, but so you said dexterity check?
Yep.
Okay.
Service guarantees
Yep.
citizenship.
You grab it and heave it out of the ground.
All
Part
right.
of the tent comes up, but obviously the rest of it's still staked down.
All right. I lift it up and
Heresy.
kind of throw it back on itself.
Fire is the answer.
No, the other corner's still holding it on this side.
Alrighty. Can I
Not
do
this
the
turn.
other stake?
Not this turn.
No?
Right. V, it's your go.
I go towards the tent.
No, you're in your
I-
tent, so you can get up and get out of your tent if you want.
Yeah. I get up and I get out. I go to
Mhm.
Arch's tent. How much movement do I have left?
Well, that's all your movement.
Can I use this on the orc?
You can't see the orc,
Do I need to see it? Let me check.
probably.
I wanna. You know how the police uses sound in order to suppress a riot? I wanna ring something loud in his ears, so he has to put
Okay.
his yeah,
Harmless
can't see him.
sensory effect.
yeah. Like a loud. Well, it's not going to do damage to him, but it's going to spook him.
You
But
can't
anyway,
see
right
his ears
next.
to target them.
It's fine. It's fine. Next turn. That's my go.
Okay. Right. Arch, roll an athletics check. Fucking hell. Okay, yeah, he tries to grab you again, but once again, you easily outmaneuver him. It's your go, Arch.
Mace.
Okay, that's a critical hit.
What does that even mean for me? Oh, that apparently. I do exactly the same damage as always.
Okay, well, I mean, there's just another.
I have inflicted 6 damage on him 4 turns in a row. This is remarkable.
Yeah.
Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Bang, bang.
If I see Rags over there, I'll just wave him to that way. Like, just go back to bed. It's fine. It'll take a while, but eventually. Like,
Okay.
bam.
Right. Okay. Dev.
Any chance I can slip into the tent now?
Yeah, you can get in there now.
Okay. I'll go in. And what does the situation look like?
Right. Well, first things first. Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. Really?
Acrobatics check.
Yeah. Apparently, you stumble and fall over the other orc, who wakes up.
Dev, could you please just go back to fucking bed?
So the other orc is now awake as well?
Yeah, looks that way.
And I'm lying beside him
you're
basically
prone
because I
next
just
to him,
tripped
yeah.
over him.
Yeah,
Okay.
This
I'll
one
just
actually is tied up though. So.
Okay. I'll just kick him in the head.
Um,
I mean, I'm lying right there. Surely I can kick him in the head, right?
I guess you can try.
He
make an
hasn't
unarmed
done
check.
anything hostile, Dev. Like he's not going to get the memo if you kick him in the head
No.
now.
We're re-knocking them out. They don't need to do anything hostile. They're prisoners. We're
Yeah,
re-knocking
they
them
have-
out.
Anything. Focus on the one that's
Okay.
aggressive and moving.
Yeah, they have.
I
a lot
just
of
fell over.
Okay, so focus. That's in no way a counter to what I said. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
Here.
What?
Here's the thing. You picture it in your head,
Let,
okay?
let him play. Let him play. Like
Yeah.
just roll.
Like-
Dev, feel free to kick the orc that you've just woken up if you really need to.
If
Yes.
you really. I guess if you feel the need
well,
to.
Just think about it, Regs. Here. You walk
I
into a
did.
tent, you trip over a
You
guy
don't
who
have
wakes
to
up,
explain
and
it.
he's
I
hostile.
get it.
You immediately kick him in the head, of course.
He's
Yes,
not.
I
He's
get
not
it.
hostile. You tripped over him.
He doesn't understand. He got spooked. Like,
Okay. Yeah. Here's my
Until now,
D20
this
for
orc
kicking.
wasn't in the combat, but okay.
this is part of the commotion, Regs.
This is.
Oh my god, what a terrible kick.
Yeah,
Dev
no, you
doesn't
missed
know
it.
what-
Heresy's the question.
Well, I have
Fire is
advantage,
the
right?
answer.
How dare I trip over
Oh yeah,
you?
good point. Yeah, go on. Good point. You still miss.
Okay.
Well, technically, the other orc is not in combat yet.
I mean, I still have movement, so I can use the rest of it to get up, but that's what I'll do.
Okay, yeah. Get back
And
to
that's
your
my
feet.
turn.
Slightly embarrassed. Right. Rags, what you doing?
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see. Okay, so just so I guess I kind of understand things. The orc can't put his arms behind his back.
Yep.
So his arms are not manacled behind his back because that's not possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I wish we knew that before.
Yeah.
Well,
the anatomy of
we-
the orc, you know.
You also can't grapple people without your hands free, but manacles apparently means your hands are free. So just, swallow it and get
Well,
with the
they're
program.
not restrained. Like
Talk about his
you can't.
handcuff. Like this.
They
They
is
are-
are
so
they
weird.
are restrained. That was the whole point of
Don't
everything that
object.
we
Yes.
did.
Well, no,
Why
no, no,
have you not
no.
learned your
He's not
lesson
like
about objection?
unable to move his arms, right? He can still. He just has to move them both together.
So the rope that we
Manacles are.
put around, did we not put a rope around him? Isn't
Service guaranteed.
tie him
You've got
up.
a rope around the other guy.
I
Okay.
okay. All right.
Just beat him, Rags. Just beat him. And
Okay.
We'll figure out
All right.
afterwards. Just
All right.
hit him. Yeah. Just use the divine punishment.
I'm gonna grapple him. I'm gonna go for a grapple on him.
Okay.
So let's see.
Why?
I believe.
I don't know. Just let him do it. And
What?
and you
No.
can-
So
What
you
the
can't
fuck
hit
do you
him that
mean?
much.
Why? So I could hold him still, so his arms are down by him, so I'm holding his arms
Smash
to him,
it,
so he
Rags,
can't move
smash it,
or
and
do
then
anything.
That's not what grappling does in D&D, I'm afraid.
Yes, the grappling in D&D gives disadvantage. He already has disadvantage because of this manacle. So like, what you're doing is just not going to do anything gameplay wise.
Yeah, if you're doing this for role-playing reasons, then go ahead. But mechanically,
It's a
not
catch-all that
gonna
covers
do.
every form of wrestling, headlocking.
Uh-huh.
All right, then I guess I'll just hit him if that doesn't.
Yes,
if
do not-
grappling doesn't do
exactly,
anything.
yes. Yes, do not lethal.
Putting
to
him in a
it.
headlock doesn't. Okay.
Yes.
I guess I'll just hit him.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him a
Besides, if he
bash.
says he can't breathe, it will look bad on the camera. It's just
That's true as well.
All right, I'll smack him with the pommel of my
Give him
sword.
the old Rodney King.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And this is non-lethal. I'm bashing him with it.
Okay. I mean, he just roars again. It is your go, V.
goodness gracious. I do have a quarterstaff, so I get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Where on earth is it though? Oh. I don't think I have a crouch stuff. I have a crossbow. I got a knife. Can I do non-lethal with a knife? I guess I can if I hit him with the. No, if I hit him with a non-blade.
Yeah,
If I hit him with a
you can
handle,
do
yeah.
that.
Hmm?
I hit him with the pommel of my. Yeah. You can also hit him with the flat of the sword if you need to.
Okay, that's
Oh,
a hit.
no, the
Roll
dagger,
a
though.
d6.
You could use hold person, I guess.
Dev,
Um,
roll damage. V.
I tried to do that, but apparently it doesn't do anything. So
I did a 4. No, hold person as in the magic rags.
I know. I
Dev,
know.
he takes 4
that's a
non-lethal damage.
mild linguistic turn of phrase.
Oh,
Wait,
no,
why am
but
I
yeah,
taking
V-
damage?
Because V's attacking in pitch black into an unknown thing.
Wait,
from
wait,
the
hold
outside.
on, hold on. I thought that it's my go, and I
It
entered
is
the
your go.
tent. Right, and
No,
I
you
entered
can't.
the tent.
You can't enter the tent. All of the entrances to the tent are blocked. One by Arch, the other by Dev.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Okay.
gotta tell him this before he does it.
You didn't tell me that, so I didn't know.
Well, you didn't ask.
It's
so you
implied-
punched me.
his
Okay.
character would know it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
sure,
I
you're right,
assume
Dev.
that you understand what's happening if you don't ask for clarification.
It's fine. It's non-lethal, Dev. It's non-lethal. Just
Yeah,
this
thanks.
is my
Well, roll d4 'cause it's a dagger, right?
yeah.
Crit of
It's not a
fucking
lot of
hurt.
damage, Dev. It's just a small
Hurt
boo boo.
Dev.
You get three.
Take 3
non-lethal
damage, Dev.
As a dagger slides in between your ribs.
Sounds good.
It's the pommel. It's not the blade. So
Yeah, you just get clocked. Okay.
Arch, it's your go.
No, it's not. It's the orc's go.
Your
The orc reaches up and rips the sack off his head. He's bleeding freshly from a bunch of hits. And his eyes are like fucking wild as far as you can see in the darkness. He looks
Well.
around and puts his hands up.
I smile as the mace races again.
He seems to be trying to surrender.
corner, Arch. Point towards the corner.
As a remind, just a little mild thought is like if you beat him after he surrenders, he has no reason to ever surrender in the future. Just to be floating the idea out there.
Sadistic, Rag. We're sadistic when it's effective and it has a purpose. Now it's fine. It's like-
Okay, so the orc is surrendering, is he?
yeah,
seems-
point to the corner.
Well, that's very nice of him.
Service guarantees
Very
citizenship.
kind, actually.
It's your go, Arch. What you can do?
I'll raise the mace threateningly, just to give him like a. But I won't strike him.
Okay. Okay.
And instead,
well,
I'm
with
gonna
that, I
start
would
making
assume
my way
combat
towards
is over.
Dev.
Instead, I'm gonna fucking clog Dev. Yeah.
The first thing I do, Sargon. The first thing I do when the combat is over, I cast comprehend language. So if he talks, I understand what he's saying.
Alright, you do that. Dev, come here.
Okay, good idea.
Hold on. So we have several ropes, right? To ensure this doesn't happen again, even though the guy is manacled, let's tie him up with a rope anyway, so his
Service
arms are
guarantees
pinned to his side.
citizenship.
Okay? Can we do that?
Well, I mean, you can try, but he may resist.
Well, I'm going to try.
Well,
Service
hang on.
guarantees citizenship.
You can't talk to someone with the language, can you, V?
No, when he talks, I get subtitles.
No, I looked it up. Understanding a language means that you can speak it and you can also comprehend it.
No.
Looked it
we
up last
covered this
time.
last
You
week.
cannot
Well,
speak it.
We've gone around on this.
We did
and
look this
twice
up, yes.
now. We have arrived at the conclusion that he can speak it. But
No,
I
he
think it was also
can't.
retconned that
No.
originally the shaman spoke our language. So
Yeah.
Fine,
Well,
I will
it wasn't
use
even retcon.
body language, and I will use illusion magic to talk to him back if needed.
What? How will illusion magic work?
Make like a little orc doing
Illusion
things. Yeah.
in the palm of my hand with a cantrip, like an orc dropping his weapon, or like anything visual. I can manifest in the palm of my hand.
Okay. Well, I mean, he does say something in Orcish, which you hear as, "Where are you taking me?"
What should I tell the other guys? Like, he wants to know where we take him. Like, what can we say that he doesn't resist?
Well, we don't speak Orcish,
Service
so
guarantees
there's nothing.
No,
we
no,
can
but like,
tell him.
I can try to communicate, but like, what do you guys want me to tell him?
tell him
doesn't
that if he
matter,
wakes me
he
up
can't
again, I
speak.
won't stop hitting him the next time.
Or like if he doesn't know any of the words we use, it doesn't matter what we tell him. We have to use gestures.
Yeah. I use illusion magic to show an orc that resists and gets clobbered, and an orc that doesn't resist and gets fed.
You think we're gonna feed him?
I'd like to see the rules for this illusion magic. Like,
Yeah,
how
I'll show you
complex
how.
can this be? You know what I mean?
I'll post it. Yeah.
This seems a little bit too useful, Sargon.
Yeah, there's an
Yeah.
element of like you can just conjure Pixar productions anytime.
Yeah, that's what
It's bull.
I'm questioning.
Because I certainly know in like other systems, the kinds of illusions you can cast are often going to
Usually
be
more
tied to the
specific.
spell level, or they'll start taking slots, or they'll be specifically saying you can do this or this or this.
Yeah, but this is D&D. There are no rules.
I
But unironically aren't. See, I bet you were thinking when you were grappling him that you could hold him still or something, or prevent him from attacking.
Well,
or
I
something.
assume that grappling, which means like headlocking, and it's a catch-all for doing all of these wrestling moves. With
Yep. No, all it does is reduce the
I-
opponent's movement to 0.
Yeah.
there's got to be
That's why I wasn't
They're
particularly
just-
worried when he was trying to grapple me. Because in Warhammer, you can do that. You can do like chokeholds, you can do like unarmed damage, you can try to break their limbs, all of that.
Oh,
D&D, not so much.
In previous editions of D&D, you could do that.
Yep. I'm sure you
as
could.
far as I know,
You could.
if you are grappled, the only thing you can do is make an action to escape,
Nope.
to attempt an escape.
Not
right?
in D&D. The only thing it does is reduce your movement to
Can it-
0. I can hit you in melee all
No.
I want.
Grappling. That can't be
What
right.
spell are you using? I'd like to see it.
I'm struggling with the fucking thing.
Right, I believe
With
you.
the. Yeah.
Escaping a grapple.
There you go.
Just look up the status, grappled. It'll tell you what happens when you are grappled.
Yeah, I think
A grappled
you're trying to
creature's
create something
speed
that's
becomes
way too
0.
complex for me.
And it can't benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends of the grappler is incapacitated. Ends of the effects.
You're
As if-
trying to create something that's more complex than the spell will allow.
Then I just point to the corner menacingly, and I demand that he goes to the corner, or else he gets hit. I use body language to communicate that. He will probably assume we don't understand him.
Do you wanna make an intimidation roll?
Yeah. And I use the illusion magic to create magic sparks coming from my hands, so he knows that I'm capable of doing magic.
Okay.
The only magic he needs to understand is bunk.
Well, yeah, it comes with pain,
Um,
like a lightning spark, and I point towards the corner, so he knows he needs to go there.
okay. He.
Heresy's the question. Fire
When you
is the
say
answer.
corner, that's
I mean,
Using-
just point to the ground. It's
Yeah.
like sit.
yeah. But he sits back in the tent and just puts his hands obviously in front of him, and then you see him sort of kick the orc next to you awake, and he says to him, "I find my fucking notes."
To be honest, it would be to our advantage if we don't let them know we can understand them. Like if they think that we can't understand their language and we don't understand them, then they can try to plan any escape in the open without thinking that we know what they're saying.
Yeah, well, he kicks the orc next to you awake and then just growls, "Guzat, you coward, we have been captured."
I make aggressive gesture towards him and let him know that he shouldn't talk to the other prisoner.
What? Go on, describe that aggressive gesture.
I raise my quarterstaff on top of him as he's.
You don't have a
interacting with the other
quarterstaff.
No, V has a quarterstaff, yeah. But also, V,
No,
you
no,
can
no,
just
no.
do like a
Wasn't
zip
that
lip
exactly
kind of
why
motion,
he
like shut up.
stabbed you in the ribs?
Yeah, no,
Okay.
he doesn't have a core staff.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
why he
the
stabbed
I
me.
thought he
core
had
staff
one,
was a
okay.
figment of V's imagination.
Hey, hold
Yeah.
on.
Oh,
hold on.
okay.
Arch,
Uh-huh.
apply threat. Like, don't let
I
them
thought he
talk
was
to you.
using it throughout the whole battle.
Use
last
body
week, but-
language as a threat in order to make them understand that they shouldn't communicate with each other.
I don't know whether they're even communicating.
Fucking hell, hold person on him then, Sargon.
Oh,
V, you literally just had the master plan of listening to their plans, and then as soon as
then
he
you
starts
elected
talking, you're
not
like,
to.
"Shut up!
The
We're not allowed
duality
to
of
hear your
the-
plans."
yeah, I just go back outside
just-
and resume my fucking walk
just
like a
find that
normal
funny.
human being.
Well, to be honest,
Oh, actually,
if they
no,
don't
I do
plan
still need to
anything,
hit Dev, so I'm queuing
I'm
in
more
action
happy-
against Dev.
I'm more happy if they don't plan anything rather than if they plan something and I know it. So
Why don't
I
we just
just
split
don't
them
want
up?
them to talk to each other. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have enough telts to split them up, I don't think.
We don't
Alright,
have any
so what
what?
are we-
Honestly,
Tense.
okay, here, hold on. I know you guys don't like this, but we should just beat them until they go unconscious again.
I
Probably,
don't
yeah.
like this. But
Because
he did.
They're going to be awake, they're going to be talking, and they're going to be trying to escape. They should just be unconscious this whole trip.
No,
All right,
no.
if they just to be clear, if they're
complying-
unconscious, won't we have to carry them?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're
That's fine.
complying, there's no.
That's
look, if they're
not fine. That's
complying-
going to be very difficult to do.
Yeah, I agree with Rags. If they're complying, there's no reason for us to keep beating them because at one point they will just stop listening to us if they get beaten anyway.
Yeah,
Okay,
if they,
so-
V, hold on. V, I know that you like to call me naive, but if they're awake, they're not complying. They're planning something, they're going to try something.
they're
not
literally
planning
complying right
something
now.
yet.
That's what they're
Yeah,
both
I-
doing currently
I would
at
rather
this
have
moment.
them. I would rather have them complying and use brute force in order to train them to comply rather than just beat them constantly.
Yeah, if
Train
we
them.
if we beat them no matter what, then they're only going to be encouraged to do everything they possibly can to get away
Exactly.
because they'll get beaten
Yeah.
no matter what.
I mean, I think that's the orc mentality, regardless, but
They're literally complying right now.
Yeah, so there's
only
no.
That is
after
currently
I delivered
occurring.
24 damage to his cranium.
And then he stopped.
Yes, but that's
And then now that he has stopped, he's awake. He is awake and conscious, and he's stopped because he doesn't want to get
Okay,
beat up.
Rags,
anymore.
Okay,
put the rope
hold on.
around him. Rags, put a rope
Yeah,
around
hold
him.
on. Let's tie them up. Let's actually
All
tie them
right.
up with their ropes. Okay.
Now, do we need to explain what we're doing in excruciating detail?
Yes. So,
'Cause-
It depends what you're
Dear
trying to
God,
do.
I will. All right.
so
So
Yeah.
Well, hang on a sec. V, you hear the little orc muffled through
The
the
gag.
sack.
the gag and the sack. Say, I'm afraid. Are they going to kill us? And the big orc says, obviously, idiot.
Right, so we can use this to our advantage. They think we're going to kill them, so if we're acting a little bit more nicely, then maybe they're willing to comply. So if they think that we're going to kill them anyway, then they're going to be a lot more resisting. But if we feed them and stuff, they may actually loosen up with their resistance. But in the
mean,
meantime, let's
ideally-
tie them up.
on this episode, V trains a house orc.
Yeah, literally.
well,
So,
we
Rag,
don't want them. We don't
yeah,
want them
Rag,
to think that we're
wrap
going to
the
kill
rope
them.
around
So,
them. Wrap the rope around the big guy, Rags. We're not killing them, so it's fine.
Okay.
all right, I'm gonna wrap.
Yes.
Yeah, we got plenty of rope, so I'm gonna use a bunch of the rope to secure the orcs with the rope
Right.
around their arms because they can't reach behind their arms. So I'm gonna. Can both of them not, or just the berserker? Is he
Just
like
the berserker.
bigger?
He's
Okay.
unbelievably muscular.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll help
Um,
you with that, Rags. I'm going to assist you.
By the way, not great
okay.
for a DM to describe something as unbelievable, but I'll do my best.
Why?
Believe.
Oh, it's just a little joke. It's theater.
I know. I
Uh,
played into it. I was trying to assist you.
No,
with the joke.
I was
No,
talking.
it was
to
about me,
Sargon,
not
yeah.
you, V.
Yeah.
But okay, fine.
But yeah, just like just kind of like
Service
he's
guarantees
around, just like the damsel on the train tracks, you know.
Yeah.
The just around his arms and
Penelope
you know,
Pit Stop, I think her name was, yeah. With the
Service guarantees citizenship.
Okay. Yeah, the small orc is already tied that way. You can make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, well, if the small orc is already tied that way, I'll leave him as is. So I will do it.
It's the
for
large one, yeah. And
bigger
I'm
one,
helping
yeah.
you, Regs. I'm assisting. You have advantage.
Excellent. So let me. You said it was
Sleight of hand.
sleight of hand. Alrighty. Sleight of hand. Sleight of hand.
Based on int
All
we
right.
discovered a while ago, I think.
Yes, my intelligence and dexterity are both not with
Same.
modifiers, unmodified. So
Oh, well, that's good. 19's pretty good there. As you're doing that, the little orc says, "Razos, I'm afraid," and the big orc replies, "Go to your death with dignity, you worm." He doesn't try to resist you as you tie him up.
do you
I try
think
my
it would
best
be
not-
worth expending just a small amount of lay on hands to heal some of his head wounds?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
No,
Nope. Nope.
But
No,
what I will
nope.
do, listen, what I will do is I will do normal medicine and act performative as if I give a shit. So I'm not trying to heal him, but I'm trying to make him think.
You're trying to gaslight him, right? Okay.
You just clean the-
literally. Like,
Well, what you
literally,
can
right?
do is you could just clean the blood off of him, right?
So yeah. Like I'm looking at his face and I go like, and then I reach up with medicine and try to clean him up with the cloth, and I'm looking concerned at his wounds.
What's that fucking medicine woman thing?
Um,
Dr. Jill Medicine Woman or something.
like
Probably
literally,
not,
I'm
yeah.
not trying to heal him, but I'm trying to gaslight him, as you said.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I understand that. That's what you're trying to do. Okay, I mean, you clean the blood off of him. You don't need to do a medicine check for that.
And then I pat his shoulder, like, "Are you okay?" And I look at him, concerned.
Well, you can't understand what you're saying. But he-
Okay,
he's-
so,
Right,
hold
don't
on.
be a dick.
hang on, Dev. He's just got a very
Okay, sorry.
cold expression on his face.
That's fine.
Have you ever
Um,
considered that capturing these orcs might be more insulting to them than killing them?
I don't care. This is part of the LARP. He needs to believe that if he complies, he's not going to get killed. So.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, and you didn't.
Oh,
apparently.
I
get it.
I get it. Yeah, no. I haven't thought about that. But you know what? The other work is afraid, so it's working with the other guy. All right. Well, are we going to go back to bed? And who's on watch now? Like,
Well,
Archie
hold
needs to
on.
finish.
Hold on. I'm putting the hood back over the large orc's face head. Since he did rip it off, I'm putting it back over his head.
Yeah, he doesn't resist.
Okay. We'll just return to our normal 2-hour rotations, I guess.
If you want.
Dev,
As you all
what's your armor class?
Why?
You know, Dev. Dev, what's your armor class?
It's okay, Arch. I took more damage than you did during
Dev,
that fight.
What's your armor class?
It is 17, Arch.
Okay. Alright, fine. It's good enough for me.
Than having a spat, Sargon. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
how
So,
men solve things.
you I assume you're going to put the tent back together? Because again, you're not
Yeah.
saying any of these things. You're making me assume a bunch of stuff.
Yep, that's what
we're
I'm back to.
putting
All right,
it back
so yeah,
together.
we'll put the tent back, restake it down. Both of the orcs are tied with the ropes. The big one has the manacles on as well. Are their feet tied up, like at the ankles or something, so they can't run away or move?
If you literally haven't said it, then no.
Okay, then let's do that. Let's.
Tie their feet, then untie their feet in the morning so they can walk and rinse, repeat.
Yes,
Okay.
seems like a good idea to me.
Okay, sleight of hand.
Alrighty.
Okay,
Someone else better
tie-
come in.
You tie the first one's feet.
Okay, I'll do the next one then.
Can I hold up? Can I do a perception check to see if I recognize my knot is good or not?
Go ahead. Yeah, it looks like shit.
All right, I say, Dev, you're gonna have to do this one. I just can't get it quite right for some reason.
Okay, well, I did 15 on the first one.
Yeah.
And I'll do the second one.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. You tie them up. And they both lay down. They don't seem to be trying to get out or anything like that.
Sounds good.
Okay. So just you're going back to bed, V. You hear the small one sniffling, and he says, "Razok, I'm afraid. Razosh, I'm afraid." And you hear the big one simply reply, "Be silent."
I like the big one. He's turning me on, sir. My womanly senses are like, yeah, this is a Chad. I wish he was a human and not an orc. But maybe there's magic for that. I'll find out at the academy. And I go to bed.
Okay. Who's next for the watch?
It was in the middle of Arch's turn, so
Yeah.
is Arch's turn up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Service guarantees citizenship.
Who's next?
Was it me
Yeah.
next, or was it?
Yeah,
Okay, it's me
it
next.
is.
Okay. I'll go next then.
Okay. Right. Okay. You sit there. It's quite a quiet and cold night. But nothing of any note happens during your watch. Who's next?
I am.
Okay, V.
I will take the bag off of the little guy and I will show him my supplies.
V.
And I
It's
want
been 4 hours. They're asleep.
well, I wake them up.
Why?
They need to eat. They need to eat.
They need to eat.
Yeah.
In the middle of
You're
us
Do it in
asleep
the
in the
morning
middle
when they wake up.
Wait, V, you're being played by Sargon. Okay, he's making you feel bad for these characters for having one of them be sniffling, and now you're going to give them food. This is a bad idea.
I'm not
well-
playing anything. He's just sad and crying.
Yeah, Sargon, I tried to wake up the little orc and shake him up.
Okay. After a while, you wake him up, and you hear him saying something, but you obviously don't understand what he says.
I cast the
He
comprehend language on
understands that
myself.
it's his time to be raped now.
He's got the bag over his head, so he doesn't see what I'm doing, and I cast the comprehend language on myself.
Okay. Yeah.
I take the bag off of his head and I show him food.
Okay. He just looks really scared.
Okay. I slowly take the gag off of him and I look at him like, are you going to try something? Like, this is my body language. Like, are you going to?
What?
Attempt
What?
anything?
Go on.
What
Tell me
kind
what
of
you're
body
doing.
language is that?
Hey, looking at him intensely.
Looking at him
Can I-
What's
can I
that
try-
mean?
I try to feed the orc, Sargon. I give him the supplies, but I'm also very cautious. Like, if he tries anything, I'm ready to.
Well, how's he going to eat it exactly?
chew it and swallow it?
No. As in, how's the food going to
You're
arrive
gonna
in
put
his
your
mouth?
little thingies inside of
with
his
a
mouth?
spoon. Yeah,
Oh,
like
aren't
literally,
you?
I will have a spoon in my hand and I will try to spoon feed him.
You have a spoon in your inventory, do you?
Well, don't we have?
Do you have
Okay,
one written
so-
down in your inventory, V?
No, I guess I don't.
No, you do not.
I do not. I'm spoonless. I'm completely
How are
sans
we
spoon
going
right
to
now.
feed them? Because we're going to be traveling with them for days, and they will have to
V,
eat. So
how have we been eating?
With our hands,
fucking
I guess.
fingers, I guess.
Okay, you can just
Yeah.
put the ration in their mouth.
I could, and if they bite me, Rags.
If they
And you'll
bite,
take
well, you know
damage
what,
for your
V?
retardation.
I guess it's possible that they might bite you. Do you not have
Yes,
like
it
mage
is.
hand? Do you not have like mage hand or?
Oh my
something like
fucking
that?
god, that is genius! Like, thank you. Yeah, Sargon, I use Mage Hand to feed him.
Okay, he doesn't seem to want the food. And he moves his head to the
Oh,
side.
then
to try and
then
avoid
I gag him back up, and I put the sack back over his head.
you pick up the gag to put it back over his mouth.
Using the
And he
Mage
just
Hand.
starts bellowing in Orcish. Help! Help!
Oh my fucking god.
Oh my
Well,
God, I can't believe this is happening to you, V.
Yeah.
I rush
use the
over
Hard to
mage
believe
hand.
that-
to see what's happening. Then I
Nope,
hear
you're
the
asleep.
orc.
You're asleep.
That wakes me
You're
up.
asleep.
Come on.
Well, roll
I use the
perception.
mage. Sargon, listen. I use the mage hand
Roll
to stop
perception.
the.
No. V. Everyone's rolling perception.
Okay.
All right.
Well, if they don't hear it, it's
Perception.
not screaming too loud.
Hold up. He's bellowing was the
20.
word used.
Bellowing it.
Yeah, Arch, you wake
A
up.
5. Thank
You
God.
hear an orcish voice going, "Whoa."
I'll rush over to help my comrade who is clearly under attack instead of doing something
Ru-
dumb in the middle of the night.
Rush over. V, how could this have happened on your watch?
V, what's happening?
I was feeding the prisoners and he's perking up.
V, why are you feeding the prisoners in the middle of the night, V?
Do you want me to feed them?
4 hours
morning,
ago,
when the
things
rest
were
of
so
us get
peaceful
food.
and nice.
Just be thankful he's not doing like a female prison guard and having sex with the fucking big one, alright?
You didn't consider that. I'm
All
sorry.
right.
I thought they would be reasonable.
So first it was Dev with the Russians in the tent, and now it's V with the orc in the tent. I'm worried about the next campaign.
Sargon, I tried to use the mage hand to stuff the gag back in his mouth.
Okay, put mage hand in the thing, let's see how it works.
Yeah.
Heresy's
I use
the
it to
question.
manipulate an
Fire
object.
is the answer.
No, he can't, he hasn't got the strength to do that.
Okay. Well, I tried to intimidate the orc with body language by raising the knife on top. It's like, and giving the glare. It's like, shut up or I'll stab you.
God, a moment ago you were like, I'm your friend. Now you're like, God damn, stop it, I'll stab you.
It's bellowing. It's
I mean,
bellowing
he's
now.
succeeded, he's
That-
successfully gaslighting them, isn't he? Roll
Mixed
an
fucking
intimidation check.
messages coming around here.
It's hard to believe that 4 hours
It's
ago everyone
bellowing
was
now.
sleeping.
It wasn't bellowing before. It's obviously defective. So what do you want me to do?
Yeah, the
Service
orc
guarantees
shuts up
citizenship.
when you brandish the knife.
Oh.
I gag him.
Okay, yeah, you can gag him. He is compliant.
Putting the sack back on top of his head, and I look to Arch and I say, "I apologize. Yeah, you're right. I'll feed them when we're all awake." Like, I don't know what I was thinking.
I don't know what you were
This-
thinking
this
either.
one,
The eternal
the-
V.
the-
I don't know what I was
this one-
thinking.
this one channeled the mercy of Lathander on my heart. It made me feel pity.
Okay. Right. Arch, are you gonna go back to bed?
Yeah, I'll grumble a little in V's direction, then go back to bed.
Any sage advice for V before you do?
Don't feed the prisoners. I guess.
V, don't get attached to the things that are going to inevitably be executed when we bring them back home.
Oh, they're going to be interrogated. We don't know. If they're going to
Alternatively,
execute.
just V, don't think. Don't think. Stop thinking. Just
I'm sorry. You're right. You're right.
become a creature of
it's-
pure instinct.
It's all right to, consider possibilities and plan for them, but
One
don't
time I
act on
do
them.
something good.
One
I
time.
genuinely do.
The first
time I did
time that
something
V
good.
acted on some random impulse, this happened. Oh God!
the first
Why would
time,
they-
the
it's called
first time-
compassion,
The
Arch.
first
See, this is
time.
why.
what's
It's
this
called
first time?
Gaslighting these orcs to be insane is compassion, Arch.
Well, no, but from their point of view, I'm feeding them, Sargon.
For
This
what?
is compassion.
Anyway,
Someone else thought
that's-
about feeding them.
That's because it was the middle of the night.
I guess. Yeah.
I
Anyway.
guess.
I'll resume my watch, my eternal vigil.
Okay. Are you doing any other silly things, or are you just gonna sit there and
No,
wait?
no,
Right,
You
okay.
sure you
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
want
it's
to
still
try to
time.
feed the big one?
Yeah.
no.
You want to
No,
play?
what
You
is
want to
that?
play mahjong with him? Maybe.
What does the big one say, Sargon, while this is happening? That because I assume he woke up.
If
Why
not,
would you
wake
assume
him up and
that?
ask
Why
him.
would you assume that?
Yeah,
He
why
was
not just
bellowing.
wake
He
him
had
up?
the little arc bellowing next to him. So
Maybe he failed his perception check.
Maybe
Maybe,
he's had a
he's
rough
sick of
day.
this shit. We've all had rough days. Some more than others, but yeah.
Maybe he's just fucking tired. Have you considered
exactly.
So did the big orc wake up when the little orc was bellowing?
He didn't seem to stir, no, V.
All right. Well, I'll just finish my watch then.
And go to bed and dream about him or something. I don't know what. Right, okay, who's next?
That's it. That's the
That's
whole
no,
thing.
that's me. I haven't done mine yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm the last
Okay.
one. Oh no, it's isn't it Rags? Aren't you last Rags?
Oh, Rags went
I was
first.
first.
Okay, yep. I'll do mine then.
Okay. Fair enough. You swap over with V. V's like, oh yeah, nothing interesting happened. Don't worry.
No, it's
Um,
perfect.
they're not hungry though, so you know.
Yeah, just
um,
don't ungag them because they bellow. They're defective, definitely.
All right.
But yeah, you sit
Sage
down.
advice.
It's cold and dark, with a clear sky, but it starts to get bright. Bright, dawn breaks during your watch, and after
Good,
the
the
2
heater's
hours of
on.
your watch, it is about 7 in the morning. No, 6 in the morning.
Okay.
Sorry.
Service guarantees citizenship.
It's time to have sex with the big one.
Nice.
No, I'm
Roll
kidding.
for
Let's go.
dexterity. Roll for capacity.
Well,
Okay,
you
do
can
we
wake up
feed
now.
them or do we march them like this? What do you guys want to do?
Let's march them.
Well, they need to eat so that they have the energy to make the.
They can
Trip.
eat every 2 days. We want to keep them weak. Let's go.
All right. Whilst the
Well-
rest of us are making our breakfast, we'll just take some rations in a bowl or something, or whatever we've been eating from, and hand one to each of them. If they don't understand eating, then
Well,
That's
they don't
okay.
have hands available to eat it with, though.
they're free
'Cause
enough
they're
to
tied.
fucking grapple my ass.
Not now.
We've retied
Yeah,
them
Tie
now.
them up properly.
Well, untie them then.
No, no,
we
don't
can-
untie them.
Yeah, we can just feed them with our. You just put
I can
the
use
food
Mage
to their
Hand to
mouths.
feed them, but if
could
they
do
start
that too,
bellowing,
but we could just
What do you
surround
do
them
then?
and whilst they eat and then beat them.
We need them to be walking and have the energy to walk.
yeah, I vote to feed them. I'll use Mage Hand. So Sargon will take away the bags from their head, and
Okay.
we use body language like showing food, right? Like there you go.
V uses body language to recite the
V
works of
uses
Shakespeare at
body
these orcs. Yeah,
language.
yeah.
Yeah. I do have comprehend language casted on me, so I understand what you're saying.
No, you don't.
this
It
the
lasts for
action
an
I
hour.
see before
V,
me?
It lasts for an hour, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I
Okay,
recast
so,
it. It's-
so you no. You have to say I am casting comprehend language, and then you can.
right.
All right then.
Okay. Instead of this pantomime, just hold up a fucking ration pack in front of their faces. In fact, that's what I do. I hold up a ration in front of them and I raise an eyebrow quizzically. There you go. That's my fucking body language.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do they want it, Sargon?
The big one gives you an impassive look, but the little one drools a bit. and
Okay, the
can't
little
take
one
his
is
eyes
fed.
off it. How are you feeding him?
Service guarantees
The Mage
citizenship.
Hand, feed the little one.
Okay. You can see they're both quite surprised at the magic trick. But the little one does eat from your hand, your mage hand.
Heresy's the question.
The make airplane
Fire
noises.
is the answer.
I do
He
make
doesn't know what an
airplane
airplane
noises.
is.
Neither do we. Haha.
I
Yeah,
make
he,
horse carriage noises, like the horse is
Eats the
coming.
entire ration. Whose ration was that, by the way?
I'll
Heresy's
give him
the
one of
question.
mine. It's
Fire
fine.
is the answer.
Okay, delete a ration.
Does the big guy say anything?
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
No.
So if you hold up some of your rations and like
Well,
wave
if he doesn't
it, or
want to
I
eat, he
guess he's
doesn't
been
want to eat.
watching this.
I'm not going to Guantanamo feed him, so that's fine. I'll start marching.
We could
I
always
put
feed them
the-
rectally.
I put the gag and the bag back over their heads, and we're moving here. Sorry.
Out of do you think they should be able to see while they're walking through all this terrain?
They'll
You know
probably
what?
speak
Maybe
English.
they
If they're because if they
Maybe they
cannot
should-
see, it will considerably slow us down.
Yeah, maybe they should see. And if they say something to each other, it's like, "Hey, there's a camp to the left." Then I can hear them.
No, V. Comprehend language is lost for an hour.
Yeah, and I can cast it. Let me check. So it's a level 1 spell, and how many? I think I can do it 4 times. Yeah.
Right, so you got 4 hours of listening to them talk.
Yeah. I will do. You know what? I'll just cast it if they start talking,
Okay.
and I'll cast it with quicken spell so that I don't have to use any type of gestures or magical things to give it away.
Okay. Okay. So you're walking with their feet not bound, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've unbound their feet so they can walk. And we have taken the bags off their
Alright.
heads so they can see where they're going.
We probably
But
should
they are gagged.
bind their feet, but just give them a long bind up so that they can't like make massive steps, because otherwise they're gonna run away.
Yeah. So
Well, I
so
mean,
a
you
bind big
can-
enough so they can walk, but not big enough so they can run.
It'll slow
You
us
could
down
tie a
perhaps a little
rope
bit,
to
but
them.
You could tie them together, right?
Or
Yeah.
tie a rope to them that you're holding. But right, okay, you head off. You travel the entire day. You've made about 10 miles progress over the rough ground. You don't encounter anything of any particular interest. It's just, empty, sort of rocky, northern terrain. And not much to say about it, really. It's cold, windswept. And then when the sun starts going down, you look around for a place to camp.
Yep,
Doing like
same
last
deal.
night?
We'll put them in a tent. We'll tie their legs. We'll do all the same things.
They don't resist, is your time.
We're still feeding them if they want.
Yeah, even the big one wants food by this point.
Do they talk to each other, or is it just stoicism?
I mean,
Stoics
when
talk,
they're
by the way.
walking, no. But after you sit down, the small one does at one point ask, "Where do you think they're taking us?" And the big one says that he doesn't know.
Okay, well, we're starting our watches like last night.
Okay, who's going first?
Same like last night. So it's
I want to go first. I like going first. Stop it, Dev. Or
okay.
wherever you
Arch goes first.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, well. Yeah, you sit there without much to do for a couple of hours. Not much happens. The orcs seem to have gone to sleep.
They've got it better than we do. Bastards.
Who's next?
Rags.
Sure.
Okay. Rags, you do your watch. Nothing happens.
All right. I will tap. Who went first? Sorry.
Arch. So Dev is next.
I'll tap Dev. Tell him it's his
Yep.
turn to take watch.
Sounds good.
Dev, you take your watch. Nothing happens.
Okay.
Right. The orcs.
And then
are
I'll go
maybe
get V.
snoring.
All right. I'll not do anything this time around. I'll just keep watch.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
I am fucking reasonable, aren't I?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You know.
I
you
learn
keep
from my
watch until the
mistakes,
morning.
Sargon.
The orcs wake up quite early in the morning.
Okay. Well, they get fed again if they want to.
Yeah, they do.
And we're going towards the tower.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you can get to the tower by nearly dusk.
All right.
I showed the orcs the name, the heroes of the realm. I wrote it last time we were at the tower. It's like this is us. And I put it-
Did you draw little pictures of us?
You know what? I will right now. Yes, I will draw a little
Great.
picture.
The orcs think we live here.
They do.
Well, they don't.
You know what?
necessarily say, so.
I am getting so fucking attached to this tower, Sargon, that before we go to bed, I will start cleaning it up. I will use my spell of prestidigitation, and I'll clean up the entire place, as much of it as I
Well,
can.
now that you've got guests that you want to have
Yes,
sex
I'm
with.
actually getting attached to this tower. Like, we've been here
Oh,
so
dear.
many times.
Got to impress the orc with your cleaning skills, V.
Yes.
If he's gonna
I bet
wife
they
you.
wanted a life like this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you clean the tower. The small orc just looks around a lot, but the big orc just watches you bizarrely, like as if you're a very strange thing. That he's never
Well, he's right
encountered
there.
before.
All right, I pretend that I
Heresy's
don't
the
see him. I
question.
just look happily
Fire is the
cleaning and
answer.
making the tower good as new. This is our base now.
Okay. The little orc says something to the big orc.
I cast comprehend language on myself with quicken spell.
Yeah.
They can't see. It's not vocal. It's instant.
Yeah. The little one asks the big one, "Is this where these creatures are from?" And the big one replies, "It seems that way."
I pretend I don't understand them.
God, you are such a woman.
Anyway, before we go to
okay.
bed, I will ask my party. When we get these orcs into the kingdom, people are going to be afraid. I suggest that we conduct ourselves with authority, and we say that it's on the order of the king, because it is, to bring these prisoners safely to the capital. And we will demand that people from taverns and innkeepers help us, because we say it's for the realm's security. For the security of the realm that they need to be interrogated. So when we arrive at a tavern, we will ask that we can use the stables, because obviously they're not going to let us use the guests' rooms and bring orcs into them, scare all the other people. So maybe they will let us use the stables in order to keep the prisoners on our way to the capital. What do you guys think?
Well, the king's manager or whatever he was in the first city, one of the mithril mines.
Veton?
Yeah, we could probably just ask if there's any possibility we could requisition some troops, honestly, because this is relatively important.
This is pretty important. We can ask him to loan us some guards. We can make sure that Illendor pays him back. This is pretty important.
Are we on good terms with him to ask this, though?
I think so,
I
yeah.
mean, we can.
I don't think
but-
good terms necessarily matters here. This is very important.
All right.
Even if the bureaucrat
We'll do
doesn't like you, if it is important.
Wouldn't he try to fuck us over, though?
He might, but how?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Service guarantees
I don't think the soldiers
citizenship.
love him that much, so it's fine. No, it's a good idea. We can requisition some troops. Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay. You rest through the night. There are no particular issues.
All right. Well, we're going to the kingdom then.
Okay. Right. You arrive back at Tarbur late in the evening. It's all quiet and everything's closed and the gates are locked.
All right, let's head down to the authority. Throw these guys in a jail, I guess.
Can't get in the city. The gates are locked.
Oh,
Well,
Knock,
so
knock.
they're yelling and screaming
Is
and
there not a
crying until they open
gatekeeper
it.
or a watchman?
Doesn't seem that way. I mean,
what?
you bang the gates for a while, but no one comes.
Def, behave
Really?
womanly. You can scream probably.
Oh wait. Well, we can camp. We can camp at the edge of the city until the morning. That's fine.
Do you want
There's got to
to
be somebody. there.
raise
Dev,
any kind
just
of
start
ruckus?
screaming.
make a yell? Say, open up the gate. Something like that.
Yeah, they
No,
should
'cause,
know
like,
us
if
by
we-
now. We've been through here a bunch of
If we-
times.
Yeah, but if we enter in the middle of the night, then it's going to be difficult to talk to people anyway. So we've been camping in the wilderness so long. This is what's one more night. We'll camp at the edge of the city, and during the morning.
All right.
we'll
We'll
Please.
camp at the edge of the city.
Use booming
Yeah.
voice. Put on Dev.
No.
Make Dev scream.
start. No, just camp until the morning. Then no
Why?
reason to
For
That-
overcomplicate.
God's good green
We-
motherfucking
Finally, a
earth.
good A good reason for him
Because-
to use a spell, and he won't do it.
Well, because,
no,
like,
because
even
it-
if
here-
we get, I'll tell you, Arch, why. Even if we get into the city, right? Everyone's asleep. Then you have to wake everyone up. Then you have to justify.
You don't have to
what
wake
you're
everyone
doing.
up. What's this everyone? Why are we waking everyone in the city up? Why have you
No,
invented
no, no.
this?
But like, you want to go to the tavern, you got to wake up the tavern keeper.
We don't know.
You
Why
wanna
are we
go
going to the tavern? We're going to Veton.
Yeah, you want to go to Veton, you got to wake Veton up, right?
Yeah,
It's-
that's fine.
Yeah,
It's
I don't-
important.
I don't see the problem.
Yeah, fine. So you guys don't want to wait until morning.
No. I want to get into the town and get some guards secured and maybe prison cells or some holding area for these guys. Civilization for a start. I've been in the wilderness for
Let me
a
let me
week
see
now.
if I do have like something that I don't have booming voice. You have booming voice, Arch.
I definitely don't have booming voice.
Then I don't have it either.
No one's booming voice, are they?
We can use the purely naturalistic version of booming voice.
Yeah, okay, fine. I'll scream at the gate. Open the gate. Official King's business. Open the gate. Bang, bang, bang. Sargon?
Yeah, there's no reply.
Okay, fine.
Okay, this is way too
Can
fucking
we-
sus. Is there lights
This is-
on?
Well, you can't. You're outside of a wall.
Yeah, but are
so-
there lights on
can't-
top of the wall?
No, no.
Yeah, this is way too
So-
fucking sus. This is way
So
too
I'm gonna
fucking
take
sus.
my I'm gonna take my shield and I'm gonna, bash loudly the outside of the door, and I'm going to say, let me see. It's King Orion the Third is the current king, right?
The 6th, I think it is.
Sixth. Wait, sixth?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. And I'll, yell out, in the name of King Orion the Sixth, I demand that you open this door. This is official business. Open this door at once.
It's a gate, but okay, yeah, no, there's no reply.
Yeah, this is way too sus. There's no fucking way any village will not have any kind of people on guard.
Not one
What do you wanna
watchman,
do?
not
Do you
one
wanna-
gatekeeper. How tall
Yeah,
is the
like
wall?
The wall's about 12 feet tall.
Okay.
Peerless athlete, how far
Um,
can you jump? I think maybe doesn't that increase your jumping or something?
It increases it by it either doubles it or adds. Let me double check.
Here, you know what I can do? I'll just throw my grappling hook up there, and
Or-
you can climb up.
Well, hold up. You might not even need to. For the next 10 minutes, you have advantage on strength and dexterity checks. You can carry, push, drag, lift twice as much weight as normal, and the distance of your long and high jumps increases by 10 feet.
Yeah, you might actually be
was the
able to
wall
fucking
target?
jump that shit.
Well, yeah, if it's 12 feet up and my jump is
Well, I mean,
increased by
you-
10.
You'll be able to climb it, definitely.
I mean,
Yeah, but
if
it looks
he,
cooler
but yeah,
if you
but
jump.
if he jumps 12 fucking feet, he can actually just jump up there.
I doubt you can high jump 12 feet.
Yeah, but it's a
it
D&D
says it
rules.
literally says
So-
the distance. It literally says that the distance of your long and high jumps increases by 10
Yeah,
feet.
okay, but now I've got to look up what the high jump is.
The high jump is a 3 feet plus your strength modifier.
Right. So what's your strength modifier?
My strength modifier, let me double check, is 3.
So yeah,
16
he
feet
jumps.
high jump.
Yeah, he jumps up there. I know that is
well-
absolutely absurd and breaks every law of physics, but
No, 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 no.
It's
It's
Well,
magic.
it's channeling.
Zero
It is magical. It is channeling the divinity in
It
order
is
to do
channeling
this.
bullshit,
Make,
that's
make,
right.
make an athletics check then.
All right.
I wonder if the orcs are going to be shocked seeing you do this.
I fucking will be.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
You take a little bit of run up, but basically parkour your way up the wall, grab hold of the top, and then just pull yourself up, Rags.
All right.
I look towards the orcs with a smug face.
I am. I look around. Do I
the big
see
one
anybody?
Seems fairly impressed, actually.
As he should be. That is literally impossible on every single level.
It is possible on a magical level. So.
Yeah, it is.
Not impossible.
Do I? All right. So I look around. I see. Is there anyone out? Are there any street lamps lit? Are there any people? Any watchmen? Anyone on the the wall? Anyone at all?
It doesn't appear to be. You can see, like around the town, there's the odd street lamp or something like that, but like you don't see any guards on the walls.
Nothing conspicuous or out of the ordinary.
I mean, the
Sargon,
very
I
fact
want to
there are no
roll.
gods
I want
is
to roll
suspicious.
history.
Apart from,
Yeah,
apart
hold on.
why I
I want
asked.
to roll history to know if this is normal. Like
Of course, this is not.
my
normal.
character lives in. Yeah, so it would be a history check, right? Because like my character lives in this universe. Like, have I ever heard of villages during the night locking up and no guards, no nothing?
Go on then. Yeah, no, it's not normal. Archie's completely correct.
All right. So I see. So do I see anything conspicuous or out of the ordinary?
Open the
Anything
gate for
odd?
us. Open the gate.
I
for
will
us.
ask this question a third fucking time. I swear to God, I will.
I said, Rags, nothing. I mean, apart from the lack of guards, obviously, nothing jumps out at you.
Okay, I was just
Very
making
quiet.
sure because it kept getting interrupted twice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. So what's the locking mechanism of this gate exactly? Is it just
well,
a latch?
You can go down to it's a bar that's on the other side of the gate. But you can go to the gate tower that is on either side of the gate, and then presumably there'll be a set of stairs in there.
Yeah, sure. I'll peer over the edge, just down and say, "Hey, do you want me to go around and open the gate?"
Well,
Or do you
here's the
want me
thing.
to
I
No.
wanna talk with
No,
you.
wait.
I want to ask you guys: Do you want us to investigate while we have two prisoners, or just fuck it and go to Ama and we'll come back later?
No, what we should do is, Regs, you should investigate before you open the gate, because if something's going on in the town, we don't want to complicate it by bringing two orcs into the town as well. So you should get information first, and we'll just wait outside.
Well, I
But
don't
if he gets in
see-
any trouble,
Well,
if he gets in
nothing
any
seems to
trouble, we won't be
be.
able to help.
Well, nothing's destroyed or on fire. There's no bodies or anything like that. No weeping, hollering, wailing. It just seems
It's
to
your
be like.
call, Rags. Listen, it's your call. We can either
Yep.
go back to Ama right now and not investigate
Heresy's
and come
the
back later
question.
because we got two
Fire
prisoners,
is the
or
answer.
if you want to go investigate, but if something happens to you, you're on your own. So it's
Well, as far as
whatever
we
you
know,
wanna do.
As far as I know, the Watchman could just be drunk and lazy.
Yeah,
So,
like it's your call. If you want to investigate, go do it. But like if something bad happens to you, we can't help you. So
That's all true,
Either
but
you-
I do think that you should go investigate. That's what I think you should do.
it's
all right,
your
here,
call.
let
Rags.
me go and open the gate for you guys so that you can at least get in and we're not split up.
That's the
weirdly.
opposite of what I said, but okay.
Yeah, but your idea was bad. So I'm gonna go
Okay,
to
yeah, sure.
the gate to the latch. Can one person just open it up?
Well, look, you're on top of the wall at the moment. You'll have to go through the gatehouse down to the stairs. Down the stairs.
Well, if he
to
jumped
the-
up, can't he jump down?
I mean, you could.
I'll just use the pathway designed for traversal. It's fine. It's just basically the same thing.
Yeah, you you have to feel around because it's pitch black. Any torches that were lit have gone out.
Can I light one?
You can if you want.
I would like to do that. I'm gonna light up a torch once I realize that I'm basically fumbling around in the
Yep.
fumbling around in the darkness.
Okay. Yeah, you light a torch. See the stairs going down, the narrow, winding.
All right. Still nothing conspicuous along the way. Nothing.
Well, you haven't gone anywhere yet, really.
Okay. Well, I'd like to go to the gate. Yeah, go down the stairs to the back of the gate.
Yeah, you go down the stairs, and you find yourself in the gatehouse. And you can see there are about half a dozen guards just laying around.
All right. Just laying around, so they're like sleeping. They're doing short rests, I guess you could say.
I don't know. They seem to just be laying down.
I will
Make a
bang
perception
my.
check, maybe?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
Profound stench of alcohol in the air.
Hmm.
You can see that there are lots and lots of empty jugs around.
Well, I guess that's starting to make sense. It's all coming together. Do I notice if any of them are moving around, or are they all just like passed out from drunkenness?
Absolutely. Just they. I mean, if you didn't, well, you can go up to one and hear them snoring, but if it wasn't for the snoring, you'd assume they were dead.
All right. I'm going to bang my shield loudly on the door to make a loud noise. And I'll say, "Wake up! Attention!"
Now, one of them stirs, but none of them wake up.
Then I'll roll my eyes, very annoyed, and say, "This is what happens when there's no discipline." I'm going to go out the door then that leads to presumably there's a door that leads to the gate right next to, as part of this room,
yeah,
or
yeah,
right next to it?
Yeah.
All right. And I'm going to make another look around once I'm at the gate, see if there's anyone else.
No. Seems quiet.
All right.
It's the middle
Well,
of the
can
night.
I unlatch the gate by myself?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
I will do that. I'll knock a couple times on the gate to let the others on the other side know that I'm at the gate. And then I will lift up the latching mechanism, and I'll swing the door open and tell them to come inside.
Yep, you do that, and you see the guys with the orcs on the other side of them.
So, what's
all
going
right.
on inside?
I'll point to the gatehouse, and I'll say, these I don't know what they do for discipline here in Tauber, but seems they've been spending all their time partying instead of watching out at the gate. Nothing doesn't seem to be anything. What?
Did you try to wake them?
I did. They're as passed out as can be. It might be for the best, actually. It lets us get to Veton without having to explain to the guards why we have 2 orcs in tow.
Yeah, let's go to Veton.
Okay.
Let's lock up the door, though, before we leave. We'll lock it back up as we found it.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, just out of curiosity, are there a bunch of like empty bottles around then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Place reeks of
Okay.
alcohol.
Can I grab one and sniff it? I want to see if if it's just them being drunk or if they've been poisoned or like drugged somehow.
If you feel that you'd like to, but I think they're just
Yeah,
drunk.
It's a medicine check. It's a medicine check.
Go on then.
Sure.
I mean, you don't find any evidence of poison. It smells like very strong imported cider.
Okay. All right. Let's continue on then.
Drunken sods. All right, let's head up to where Veton is. We should know at least where we know where his office is, up closer to the mines, so we can go up there and probably not draw too much attention.
You can go to his office, but it's all closed because it's the middle of the night.
That's why I said we should wait until
in order
morning.
to find out
Well-
where he is, then let's do we know where actually where he
No, I don't
where
think
he's-
we know his house. We've never been there. We've been to the mine where he works, but
Well, I've
Yeah,
never been to
but
a
here's
lot
the
of
thing:
places in the
this town has to have like a sheriff's office with like a makeshift jail just for the town's purposes, right? We should go there.
Well, there is a fort where let me get the name of it, but the garrison commander.
Yeah, that'll work
Zaldon.
too. Either way,
Yeah, we can go. We
we
can go talk
need
to
a- yeah.
Zaldon. He's at the garrison. We've been there before.
Yeah. Okay. You can go to the fort and you walk across the town, bang on the door, and some young soldier opens the door, bleary-eyed, and says, "What do you want?"
Oh, well, it's good to know that someone around here can keep watch. I will present to him our papers and say, on behalf of the king, we're on official business, and pardon for arriving at such a late hour, but sometimes duty takes you to ungodly hours. Where is Zaldon? We wish to speak with him on important business.
Again, looks at you bleary-eyed and says, "My lord's in bed."
Oh, fucking way.
As
Wake
I
him up
expect
if
him to be
he's
at this hour. I understand that this is an inconvenience, but this is important. I need you to wake him up. Tell him that a company on the king's business is here with 2 very important prisoners that need protection as we make our way to Ama in the morning.
He just says, "Well, who are the prisoners?"
Oh my fucking god.
That's something that needs to be discussed with Zaldin himself as the
Well, where
garrison
are the
commander.
orcs at this point?
I assume they're in the
They're-
back.
They're in the back. They're with
So-
us.
He
Let's
starts
just push them
craning-
forward.
He starts craning to look around you.
Well, I guess he can see the orcs. We're not hiding them.
Yeah, we're not hiding them. We're
And
just
I-
gonna be like,
But I do give
"It's
him an
these guys."
expression. I do give him an expression like, "Can we hurry this up now? Like, do you see what we have here? Like, can
Yeah,
Tell him
he
that we've
sees
been on
the
our feet
orcs
all day.
and just yells, "By God, what are these?"
just get Zetan. Get him here, please."
Zaldin.
Zaldin, yeah, just get Zaldin. Like, what,
As
do you
we
want
said,
a
it's
debriefing?
important.
Yeah, do you want a debriefing now? Like, can you get Zaldin, please? Is it too much to ask? Wake him up.
Yeah. He runs off and goes and wakes up Zaldin. Zaldin, about 10 minutes later, walks in just wearing sort of a civilian, no, well, not civilian, a nightgown. And you're invited into the fort to wait for him, and he comes down. And,
All right, well,
he just quite grumpily
graciously.
says, "Why have you woken me in the middle of the night?"
We're an important king's business, security of the realm. Due to orcs'
Just
military
show
activity
him
on
the
the border.
orcs at that point. Why have you
Yeah, no,
woken up?
hold on. Just wait. Here's what I'll do. I'll put my hands on the sack on the head of the large orc, and I'll just say, "Behold!" and I'll pull it off.
Behold.
Behold.
That works too,
Yeah, okay.
sure.
He jumps backwards in terror at first, and just cries, "What is this monster?"
A Belgian.
Yeah, well, this monster is one of thousands, and they're over the border. We were tasked by the king. Yeah. Listen.
The
We were
keeps
tasked
talking,
by-
does he? Okay.
We were tasked by the seneschal to bring two
Please,
prisoners for
V,
interrogation.
please stop
Leave.
using your words.
Is your problem, Rags? Why
Wait, we
are
don't-
you hiding information from this man that you want to request soldiers to guard the orcs?
Yeah, we have to
You
tell
know-
him. You do have to tell this guy.
Like,
Yeah.
like, why
agree
why
with
are
you.
you being so
Hell, no.
mysterious about everything? Like, are you
Because we don't
reading
have
too
any
much
reason
He's
to
gonna
tell
grab a
them
drink, I'll be back in
anything
a sec.
more than we
Holy
need.
shit,
You don't have to
everything has
start
to be a
blabbing
mystery.
everything.
Everything has to be an
Sometimes, no,
enigma.
not everything has to be a mystery. You just don't have to start by telling them everything about our mission and who sent us and for what reason.
Why not?
little bit
It's
of
nice to ask
discretion.
Anyway.
We probably don't want to get. Don't you think that it's worth not having all of this get out and get everybody
No,
talking about it?
No. We
You
weren't-
don't think so?
No, absolutely not. We weren't told to keep it secret. We weren't told to sign an NDA. He's part of the kingdom. Why exactly? And he's a high-ranking person. It's not like I told the soldier at the door. He does need to know. He's an official
Yeah,
bureaucrat, an official capacity. Why on earth would I hide official king business for him when I was?
Why
not
would you
instructed
want to start telling random people about a species that a lot of people don't even know
Random
exists
person.
that might be
He's
forming
not
an army
random.
to the
He's
north?
not- not random, Rex.
He's essentially random.
Is the guy from Texas, and we're telling him, yeah, by the way, people in Mexico are moving around the border. Like, this is not something
We have
secret that you wanna
nothing.
keep
We
from
have
him anyway.
nothing to gain from opening up by telling him
Like,
everything.
I'm not trying to gain something from every single fucking conversation.
I know you
by
aren't
being the
thinking, V.
CIA.
I know you're not
No,
thinking,
no.
V. We know that.
No, Regs, hold on. So here's the thing. This guy is the ranking officer here, and we
Literally.
do need his help. Well, hold on, V. So,
We
so
don't
we do need his help.
No, just because we don't
No,
need his help. And also, what you need to understand is I've been very specific. You don't have to start off by telling him everything. If he requests more information, then we can give him measured responses. We don't have to start off by telling him
I'm not gonna play that game.
everything.
No, I am not.
We
going
want to
play that
show
game.
some
you know
level
how
of
I'm in a
discretion
party
here.
and I do only good things because that's what your character would do. Well, my character would tell him absolutely everything. Unless I sign an NDA, I will give him the most luxurious information, like all the juicy secrets that I'm not like
Service
fucking
guarantees
ChatGPT going
citizenship.
like, well, as an AI person for your safety. No, he needs to know. I tell him because he's on the fucking border. There's orcs on the other side. He needs to know exactly what's happening. Sargon, I'm fucking telling him unless Rags is stopping me physically.
Well,
I mean,
partially,
I might word it a bit differently than that, but I do kind
Sargon,
of agree with you, V.
Sargon wandered away. But yes, it's true. Both of you will insist
Wait, hold on,
upon
did he?
doing things your way, and there will be no
Wait,
communication.
did Sargon wander away?
Oh yes, because he knows where this was going. I know where this is going. I don't want to be here either, but I have to be. I don't have a fucking choice.
Okay, so hear me out, right? Because he is loyal to the king, and he's the ranking officer of the area, and
I don't
he's
know how loyal he is, just to be clear.
well, he's also responsible for the security of the area, and also he's
Yeah, that's
sent
working out well.
rangers north to scout things out, and he's wanted to know what's out there. There's many good reasons why we should at least tell him. We should at least tell him something.
Yeah, we can tell him something. Depends on what that something is.
I don't see anything that I told him to be wrong or incorrect, or
Well, here,
that he shouldn't have
Well, just
a
wait.
reason to know. He's literally sending people over to the Orc Kingdom, so like him knowing that there's orcs there may even save lives.
So
They already
Rags,
know. They already
hold on,
know that there's
let me-
orcs there of some degree.
let me put it like this, Reg. So if we said, for example, if we said, listen, remember last time when we got your soldiers back, we said there was an orc kingdom and you were skeptical. Well, here are two of the orcs, and there is a kingdom, and there's thousands of them, and they are north of us.
Well, he already knows that orcs exist.
Well, no, he was disbelieving when we told him.
About
And
the
now we have
orcs
proof.
that we fought in combat.
Well, I mean, it's not like he thought that we were lying, but he's just like, well, he had like an attitude of, I'll believe it when I see it, and now he sees it. So we can be like, we can tack this on to our previous conversation with him, and that's a pretty good way to open it.
Yeah, we can tell him that orcs exist. We have two in tow. That isn't going to be
what exactly
doubted.
do you not
The element
wanna
of
tell
telling
like,
him
which information do you want to hold from
this
him exactly?
the being given a specific mission by the seneschal through Ilindora about the meeting that's going to be happening to discuss the large band of orcs to the north.
Okay, so what do you want from him?
An escort to Amma.
Okay, an escort to Amma, and you don't want to tell him why we need an escort to Amma. Like, why are we going to Amma with the orcs?
Well, the escort is needed because it'll help us get these two orcs to Amma.
Like, why are we going to Amma? What is the purpose of going to
It's
Amma with the
official
orcs?
king's business, and we have the papers to show that we're on that business, and that should suffice.
Fine, whatever. Let's just get it over with. Where's Sargon?
I'm here.
We're
Did you
doing
listen to all that?
Right, what are you actually saying to him?
that we're on official king business to Amma. We got papers, and we would like to requisition a couple of soldiers to keep the orcs safe. To keep the orcs from escaping.
He doesn't seem to be listening to you. He just seems to be staring, especially at the big one. But he says, I don't really want these things in my town.
Okay, then give us an escort and we'll be away.
Oh,
Not in the middle of the night.
yeah. He does say, but it would be unreasonable to just tell you to leave now. He summons a bunch of soldiers and orders them to take them to the keep so they can be kept watch. And says that you can go to the tavern for the night if you wish. But he'd like you gone first thing in the morning.
Yeah, and I ask him to make sure that the prisoners will not be harmed because it's very important that they're taken to the capital.
Right, he just nods.
So there's a cell for them, some secure room, some place you can keep them.
Well, they'll be taken to a cell, yeah.
Excellent.
I would like to go with them to the keep, dear sir. I have experience in subduing them.
I will do the same. These orcs are in a way our charge. We'd like to ensure that they're secured.
Properly
Yeah, I'll
applied,
go
not
as well because
forced
I have
trauma is the
comprehend
glue.
languages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you three have it under control, so I'll go to the inn.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. He
What does it cost
says,
me?
as you wish. Dev, you go to the inn. It's closed.
What? Really? Knock knock.
It's
Yeah.
the middle of the night. Yeah.
Sleep on the street, bitch.
Yeah, but most inns will let you check in the middle of the night.
If you
Modern
pay
ones,
extra,
well.
Really?
if you pay extra.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, after a few minutes of knocking, very. Hang on a sec.
Womanly, weak. I mean, he's got. Oh no, Sargon, make him roll
Yep.
strength. He's very weak. Remember, he doesn't knock hard.
He can he can knock it loud enough to wake people up. But after about 10 minutes, the older woman called Margaret that you met before opens the door and she looks very upset and says, "What do you want?"
I'll apologize for coming in at such a late hour, but sometimes that's just how traveling goes, and I'd like a room.
She gives you a stink eye and says, "Fine, 5 silver pieces."
All right. I'll pay up.
Cheap. You could have gotten more of them.
And then
Oh, almost as
The,
expensive as in the capital.
yeah, she takes you to the room and then stomps off once you've got the keys.
All right.
Okay. Arch, V, and Rags, what are you doing? You going to the keep with the guards?
Yeah, because I have
Yep.
comprehend language, and if the orcs start talking, I want to hear what they have to say. Like if they're
Okay,
talking about their kingdom or an invasion or anything, I want to hear it.
I'm going to continue speaking with Zaldon. I'm going to ask him, does he know who is guarding the gate to the town?
He just says, yeah, and he reels off whose duty it is that day.
I'll tell him that when we arrived, there was no one there to answer us at the gate. I had to scale the wall in order to get inside with this important cargo. And when I went into the gatehouse, they were all passed out from drunkenness. So much that I couldn't even wake them with a banging of my shield on the door.
Okay.
I opened the gate from the inside and locked it behind me. But this is a great dereliction of duty. If we were ne'er-do-wells, then we could have gotten into the town without any resistance whatsoever.
Yeah. He sighs in anger and just says, "I'll have Vincent deal with it tomorrow. Thank you for letting me know."
Of course, and I would like to thank you for getting up late at night. I understand it's an ungodly hour, but as you could see, it was not a normal circumstance. And if you can, it was probably would be appreciated discretion on the matter of these orcs.
He just grumbles, understood, and then retires.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to do?
No, just guard the orcs until tomorrow.
Okay, well, you take the orcs to the fort. They're just thrown into a cell. It's got some straw on the floor for them to sleep on, and the orcs sit down on it. There are mattresses down the hall that you can sleep on that the guards use.
That'll work for me. Anything will be better at this point than a bedroll in the cold wilderness.
Well, yeah, it's way more comfortable.
All right. Well, I think I'm probably ready to absolutely crash. So if you guys are satisfied with the cell and things, I think we can turn in for the night.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stay the first 2 hours with the orcs to see if they start talking, because I assume if they're going to talk, well, it's probably going to be earlier rather than later.
Where?
Next to their cell, so they can't see me, but like I'll be able to hear what they have to say.
Okay. Okay. The orcs put in the cell. They're given some stale bread, some water, and then the guards go off and make a stealth check.
I'll just rest against the wall, looking as
Yeah,
if
no,
I'm
make a stealth
guarding.
check.
Yeah, I am. Hold on. Let me just find where the thing is.
Oh.
I'm one with the shadows.
Oh, a fucking classic V
I
critical
have
for no
blended in
good
with the
reason.
environment.
Yes. Yeah. Once the footsteps of the guards have died down, you hear the big orc say to the little orc, "Do you see this place, and how poorly guarded it is?" And the little orc just replies, "Oh yeah, good point. We just broke in. Our captors just broke into this place that easily." And then the big orc says, "Look around. Look at the riches here. This would be a good place to take." And they have a small back and forth about just how wealthy this town obviously is, how it's much greater in riches than any orc town that he's ever seen or any ogre town that he's ever seen. And after a few minutes, they stop talking and fall asleep.
I don't wake them up. But we got some useful information. There are such a thing called ogre towns, and the Orc Kingdom is very, very poor. Because we're in a shit city.
I think the slightly more salient information is the whole, we'd like to take this place over, and we think it's easy to break in
that's
and out of
LARPing.
it.
Let them LARP. Yeah, sure. 2 orcs can definitely take this place over. Let them
No,
LARP.
no.
But we should make sure that none of them escape alive, because if they do escape, they will start telling stories about the riches. So as long as we have them captive and they don't make a run for it, then it's fine.
Yeah, that's what we call assumptions.
Well, how are they going to tell other orcs that this place is rich if
We're
they don't
assuming
make
they're
it
not
out?
going to escape. I'm just pointing out that's probably not going to be the
Oh.
case.
Oh, we're very
Well, I mean-
competent people.
What you have revealed to them is just how incompetently guarded Tarbur is.
Uh-huh.
Well,
So well
This
done.
is
Well,
why did we
hold
insist
on.
to follow them here if we didn't have questions about the competency of the people?
I mean,
So unless
this
they're
is
going to
why
hive mind that information back to the other orcs, as long as
Yeah.
it stays with them, it'll be okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dev, the point
That's
is,
what
And
That
not
is-
and not to mention, this is why the official, I was willing to reveal information because he's in charge of border security. He is literally the first point from our kingdom connecting the Orc Kingdom. So him knowing that there's orc movement across the border and making sure that security isn't treated as lightly would be probably saving lives.
Good point. But either way, you can rest until the morning.
Okay. Well, in the morning, we're waiting to get contacted by our host.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll stop there because there
Sure.
are a few things I need to do at this point.
Sounds
But,
good.
You've done fairly well. You get 500 experience.
Hooray.
Did we level up?
I don't know.
That puts us at 4245.
What's the level?
I actually don't know. Or sorry, 5245.
I think it's
I have-
6,000.
We have
Neato.
4,745 right now.
4,000.
Oh.
5,245 now.
Yep, that's what we get after the 500.
6,500 you need.
Yep.
what now? 5? Jesus, everyone, 5,000.
We currently have 5,245 experience.
Okay. Well,
You need
isn't that useful?
6,500.
It is useful.
Hold on, before we go, you got to pull up that ritualist artwork of all 4 of us trying to fight a restrained orc.
Oh no, he can't. No, he can't be. No point grappling him because
Apparently.
apparently
I
don't know what that
hate
word
it.
means. It's a bizarre rule because the rules as they're written, like you can attack and do everything as normal when you have someone like grappling you, you just can't move unless you try to unless you make it. So that's bizarre.
I think you get disadvantage though.
It's basically like you're just holding on to somebody's legs, is what
Yep.
it is.
Yeah. And the thing is,
Now there
it makes
are-
me think. The thing is, it makes me think the soy boys who wrote the rules have never grappled anyone.
Well, yeah,
me and my
because
friends used to do-
grappling is like Greek wrestling kind of stuff. You know, it's
me
like
and my
you are
friends used to do like wrestling all the time. You really can hurt someone using a grapple,
absolutely.
Yeah.
You can put them in a headlock. You could
armbar,
'cause-
and twist and stuff like that, man. Twist their ankle or something. It, like really can fucking hurt.
Some people
Like, to
have
just
died
say, oh,
while
it
being
reduces
grappled
your
by the
movement to
American
zero.
police.
It's like, are you fucking mad? You know?
So because apparently it's not a restrain of the enemy, which is implied with a grapple, but it's fine that
Yeah.
there's a distinction. But normally, I was under the impression that grapple was essentially a catch-all term for some action that involved you holding on to another person, essentially against their will, or
Yeah,
forcefully holding on to a person.
Yeah, I mean, it was in previous editions of D&D.
Now there are other actions you could take, like knocking people prone and stuff like that, tripping, pushing, which can be very useful in combat. But yeah, the grappling is basically just like you're holding onto their legs, and they can do everything like normal except move.
That's really
So,
stupid.
Do they get disadvantage at
if-
least when they attack if they're grappled?
no, they can attack as normal.
Oh.
In order to get disadvantage when they attack, you'd probably have to do something else. I think what you might be able to do is, I posted it last week. It's something that you really should take a look into. It's in the D&D chat. But the help action can be used to give people advantage in combat on an attack. I don't know if there's a way to use it to impose disadvantage on an enemy attack in exchange for your turn. I'd have to look into it specifically. And if someone knows things like maneuvers of that nature that are sort of built in as options to the commands here, like disarm and dodge and grapple and help and
Oh, but I
ready
know why
action
this
shoving.
is the way it is. It's because you got other abilities from classes, like for instance, hold person, right? So that's better than a grapple, and I think it's
whole
like
person has
Well,
always
that's
no. But I'm
One
saying
of
like
those.
every class has something like it. Like the rogue has poisons, which can paralyze. You got
but
So like every class has a different type of quote unquote grapple.
no.
And I think there may be
no,
feats.
grapple is just immobilize.
None of those things are novel. None of those things were invented in 5th edition, and grapple exists
think
in
it's just
previous editions.
Maybe I'm
thinking
thinking of
it's like
something that
gameplay
specifically
balance,
isn't grapple. Because I would say that what you would do is you essentially say, I want to grapple specifically doing this, and depending on what you are saying you decide to do, that would impose some sort of essentially a condition on the
You used to be able
enemy.
to like immobilize them so they couldn't attack, and they'd have to break the grapple in order to take an
Yeah,
action.
because I'm thinking like if you come, because my thought with the orc was I'm coming up behind him and grabbing him to restrain him, like with my arms around him.
Yeah.
But that would have
Which
to be
makes
some
sense.
sort of it makes sense because of the word grapple and basic logic. So
And
I
previous
suppose
editions actually represented that.
so that might be something that I don't know if I would have to like specify and make some sort of a check, like to like make a strength check and he'd make a strength check, and then the winner
We'll
gets.
worry about it next time.
Yeah,
Shall
we can worry about
shall
it
we go through
later.
the super chats.
Yeah.
I just want to point out, Rex, I just noticed in that artwork, Arch is kneeling on the orc's neck.
Oh, ritualist.
Disavow.
You didn't notice that, did you?
That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good.
Dev should pay more attention. That's the problem with Dev.
I was more noticing V stabbing me in the background.
Dev, there's no running away. I work 98 hours weeks in a shithole company where the only thing that keeps me sane is listening to audiobooks and podcasts, etc. So please tell me what trade for the D&D episodes. Do you have more episodes that you've stashed away somewhere, Dev?
I do have all the episodes stashed away somewhere. I mean, I can give you copies if you want. Just DM me on something, on Discord or on Twitter or whatever.
Why did you hoard these things, Dev? Only for you. Why did you do this?
Well, it's better I have him than no one has him.
I don't know about that. Isn't this some sort of violation of copyright? Sue Dev now.
Sorry, Arch, the eating hour has begun. I'm currently eating.
Has been
I'm
for
surprised how
15
well the
months.
mission went so far.
You just finished
again, V?
eating like a few hours ago.
You'll be fine, Dev.
What'd you say, V?
I think you'll be all right.
I'm surprised how well things went.
Oh, well,
I'm not
yeah, me too,
surprised.
actually.
We
If
got
you're
not one, but
surprised,
two
that's
prisoners.
the problem. You should be surprised by
We
the
got-
way
we
that
got-
this didn't go terribly.
No, we did a good job.
You
We
should
got
be
not
surprised
one,
at
but
that
two
too.
prisoners. That's really good.
Scott the Gelt says, "Hey Large, hope you're doing well. Have you read or seen any games you're excited about lately? I've seen a game called Trench Trails on Kickstarter." See, I used to be able to tell you about games I was excited about, but then we entered the current year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
I
games
don't know.
became
I've got
bad.
things on my wish list. I haven't checked it in a while, but normally I just sort of get recommendations from people as things come out. But years ago I stopped being like excited for things, and I've taken a much more cautious, check when it releases kind of attitude because so many games come out and they're meh. Now there's been great releases, there's been bad ones, so I just like, oh, this is interesting. I guess
we
we'll
get-
see.
Can we get a
I
quick
mean, I was
update on
excited
how
about Stellar
Mandalore is?
Blade, and it's not a bad game.
Mandalore is perfectly fine, but it just needs way more stuff. Within playing it for 2 or 3 hours, you have seen everything the game has to offer.
Right. So I watched your stream on it, and after 5 hours, you still hadn't had a battle. I was just like, okay.
Well, there aren't
It's not a-
battles. They're skirmishes at best.
Okay.
It's as far as I know, it's not like a Total War replacement or anything like that, where there's a lot
Well,
of combat.
that's what everyone was saying it was going to be.
Well,
Yeah,
the
everyone
dev
lied
said
to you.
not that. To hear the dev said it wasn't going to be that. They clarified, so.
Oh, no, I'm not blaming the devs. I'm not. I don't know what they said, but like, although look, it looks like Total War. It's like, okay, great. I mean, I was up for that, but like, I didn't buy it because I didn't see any reviews of it that made it look really good. Frankly.
It's definitely not Total War. Once they expand upon it,
Service
once you can have
guarantees
large
citizenship.
populations, when you can actually properly engage with the battle mechanic by having a large settlement that can support a large army, it might be something comparable. But I think it needs another year in the oven, easy, before it's really worth investing time in.
Right. But I mean, at least the guy probably has made loads of money off of it, so
Oh,
he can
definitely.
afford to.
Yeah,
he can
yeah.
afford to make something decent out of it.
You can continue
Okay,
to
so
develop it for a very long time.
The guy who tallies up all the rolls posted this episodes, and Arch, you knocked out of the park this time. Look at that average. You have an average of 17.
Wow. Holy shit.
Yeah, too bad it wasn't
average
enough to
of
get the
17.
fucking crate open.
Well, I mean, you good point.
Oh, modded average. Ooh, even your natural average is super high. The natural average is the most impressive one. You got you're like 2.75 over the average. That's crazy good.
As long as it didn't open the chest. It does not
Well,
matter.
I guess we technically know where it is.
We technically do. Sandum says, "Hey Launch, the Lawmaster of 40k and speaker of the only truth. Sargon, since you're officially a Corn Berserker, what will Launch be for his future official approved 40k lore canon character?"
Well, I mean, I guess I'm gonna make you chaos as well. So
Hell yeah,
if
I wanna be a
if I don't
Slanesh
get
demon.
to be Zench, a Thousand Sun, then I guess you've got to be.
I just want to helicopter my cock around.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
This is so great.
Are you
Oh,
meat
by the way,
spinning
I'll say,
rags?
yeah. I'm a Slanesh demon. It'll be great.
Right.
Like, guys, look what I can do.
But yeah, I'm a Corn Berserker apparently of some sort. 2 chain X's. How cool is that?
I really, really dig the Tau aesthetics, though. I think they're super cool with the battle suits and the way the armor looks and the The weapons that they've got, think they've got the best aesthetics in the game that I've
Yeah.
seen.
I can't believe I know the one person on Earth who likes the look of the Tau.
Oh,
Wait,
he
that
likes the
can't be
Japanese.
controversial.
That's very controversial. The tower.
Is it?
Shockingly controversial.
Yeah, no, the
But
tower.
I've never met
garbage.
anyone ever who's ever said that.
That's legitimately interesting because I'm surprised that that's an unpopular take because I think
I've
their stuff
played
looks really
against
cool.
Tau players who don't think the Tau look good.
Yeah, they usually
That
apologize.
strikes me as
like, yeah,
wild.
I'm sorry I
Yeah.
bring the fucking Gundams, but you know.
I
Amazing.
think like the stealth battle suits and
Really?
the armor and stuff. I think it looks super cool. Yeah.
Ah.
They
Well,
look
they had
very
to be someone
anime-like,
out
yeah.
Yeah.
They were literally created for Japan. They are a 100%
Yeah.
Japanese faction for 100% Japanese people.
Well, they look good despite that.
Your love of
They
anime
remind me a lot of
surprises me.
they remind me a lot of the Titans from Titanfall. A lot of Mech Warrior kinds of stuff. I think they got a really cool aesthetic. But
It's
Well, I
definitely
mean, that's
weird,
cool.
can't lie, but Marks
Way better than
17B.
human bullshit.
Sargon. You should I'll watch. Interesting sentence structure. You should I'll watch the Spanish animated
I'll
film
watch.
Unicorn Wars. Apocalypse Now fused with Bambi and the Bible. Teddy bears led by a holy crusade to genocide unicorns for stealing their homeland.
I mean, Jesus,
Interesting.
it sounds way more complicated than I'm prepared to put the effort in to watch.
well, have you you've seen Legend? I assume.
Yeah, years ago.
Yeah, there you go. 1981, I think. No, 85. Young Tom Cruise
Hmm.
and Tim Curry is Satan in it.
To be fair, Tim Curry is really good in it.
Oh, he's excellent in that. Absolutely. Like unironically a super iconic role. It's just evil
unbelievably
bastard.
charismatic. Yeah.
He really is. Yeah, the voice and the way it,
Yeah.
carries through in the big, castle.
D10 says, pull laser blaster out. I think that was after the Devian betrayal, the Devian lateness.
Interesting.
He exists in a state.
I
I'm
remember
not a
that.
betrayer.
I remember the Devian betrayal of 2024. I was there.
We all were, because Deb
Yeah.
was late.
That's right. Because it was 1:00 and then V was late. So V said 20 minutes. And then, then like with a minute left, Deb was like, you know what? I could use a 5-minute cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But that's why he was so energized this episode. So he made up for it. That was an investment.
Yep. Coffee's best when it's slow brewed.
I don't like
Especially
coffee. I couldn't tell you
when you
anything
know
about
you're
it.
supposed to be somewhere in about 30 seconds. That makes it even better.
Now I
the,
really need my coffee to get there in time.
The real flavor additive is the inconvenience you cause others.
Stay salty.
True, Dev.
Zero says, I love democracy. Weak.
Yeah, democracy's pretty great.
We've rejected
I noticed that
democracy by this point.
many players have switched their review after the company gave in. Like social justice activists don't do that usually, right? Like the left, once they fuck a company, if the company apologizes, they'll be like, "Well, it doesn't
And
matter."
neither should
Yeah,
we.
I've been.
Yeah,
been
they'll
telling
just keep
people-
fucking them. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they
I've been
shouldn't-
telling
they shouldn't
people
switch
to-
the review. They shouldn't switch the review.
Why?
Oh,
Well,
we shouldn't switch the Helldivers
because-
review?
Yeah, no, because it's a fucking lesson that I want them to remember
It's a fucking
forever.
lesson.
Right? Like a scar on their company, they should know that they fucked with their own player base out of greed, and that's what they get.
All right.
Jesus, Sargon, remind me never to piss you off. Holy shit.
Yes.
Well, that unironically, I agree 100% because the fact that we did then back off, well, okay, they're gonna try it again now.
Let's show.
Whereas when the socialists do this, when the SJWs do this, they don't back off. They don't allow for them to try again.
Yeah.
Well, I would. I think it's
Yep.
good to encourage good behavior from companies.
I mean,
See,
here's the
okay,
thing.
can
I
actually-
agree with
can
you,
explain
Regs.
Behavior has
this.
been demanded.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
The good behavior thing. It's like having a YouTube video with 10,000 good comments. You appreciate them, but you don't notice them. Then there's one guy in there
I notice
calls you
them.
an asshole.
Fuck that guy. I hate that guy.
Fuck that guy,
Can't
exactly.
Stop thinking about that guy's comment. Fuck that
Negative
guy.
comments are far more impactful than positive comments. This is how the SJW seized everything.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I
changed
I
my
agree
review
with
back
you.
to positive, and it's going to stay positive unless they fuck up again. So.
Man,
So I
made-
understand, but here's the thing: Sony has a history, a pretty long history now, in terms of their PlayStation division of doing shitty stuff like this. So
Yeah,
It's
how many
also a
times do they
massive
get
dunk
fucked?
over the PlayStation players.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta use the loo. Be right.
You know what's interesting?
point,
I
Dev.
posted that I don't like the art style of Hades 2, and I think it's fucking woke. Oh my god, they lost their
Hades
shit.
2.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I heard of
They
it.
they
Yeah,
have
what's
he,
that?
they have Hephaestus
It's an indie
in a
game.
cock chair.
All
Yeah,
right,
they
okay.
put Hephaestus in a cock chair. They skin swapped and race swapped
Why?
Egyptian Greek gods. They gave Aphrodite the manly chin.
Oh, no
They,
way.
they gave what is it?
The
Hestia.
goddess
They
of
gave
beauty.
Vitiligo. Yeah. And I said, it's like, look, the game may be good, but the art style is too fucking woke, and I just don't want to buy it. Like, if you want to buy it, that's fine. I personally, they lost their shit. It's like, what do you mean you're not going to buy it? You must. You have
Why
to.
must I? Why?
And it's like, what?
Why do I have to?
And it's like,
So-
well, it's
so
the
here's the
best
thing,
sold
right?
games on Steam, and I'm like, well, I'm glad. Now when I say that woke games are shit, you can give this one as an example that it's not.
Mm.
So- so
They're so upset about it.
I have returned.
Hold on, let me show you Hephaestus in the cock chair. I mean,
Well, just real quick. So Hades 1 is actually considered a really good game in terms of like that genre of game that it was. I think it's like a top-down roguelike type game, but
I've heard
for what it is,
nothing
it's really well done.
Yeah,
and
I've
people
heard
like
nothing
it.
but good things about
Um,
Hades.
The issue ultimately is that the Hades 2 stuff with Aphrodite came out around the same time as the Stellar Blade Eve stuff, right? And you had the same people who were finger wagging about Eve, but saying that Aphrodite's really hot. And it's like, hold on, they're both naked women. How come one of them is okay and the other one isn't? And it turns
One
out
of them
because
looks like
it's
a man, Dev. That's
well, no,
why.
it's because of who's making the game. It's because the
Yes, yes, they
indie
paid
developers
the
of
I can
Hades 2,
explain this,
they're
Dev.
very
It's because leftists lie.
yeah,
look,
but
look
you know,
at that Hephaestus, Sargon. Doesn't it look like a Reddit mod?
Service
And the
guarantee
reason I'm saying it's a
service.
cock chair, it's because he even has the man bun. Okay, gods do not have wheelchairs, right? Like they're gods. So the only thing is that
Oh, what
he's
about the
using
god of
that chair-
wheelchairs?
Yeah, he is using that chair to enable him to see his wife getting fucked
Hang
by
on.
Ares.
V, don't you know anything about Hephaestus?
He does not know.
I thought it was
Yeah,
just
he has
because
a
I thought
limb.
it was Hephaestus.
No, he's
Hephaestus.
got
Well,
a
however you
limb.
wanna pronounce
Like, it is. Listen.
No,
It is
it's not that he
described.
has a limp. He's the lame god.
Yes.
Yeah, but like it is described that when he walks, he has a limb, but he does walk,
Yeah, but he's lame.
and he's not fat, Sargon, and he doesn't have a man bun.
Sure.
And he
What's wrong
doesn't
with
I
that?
don't know
have
why
like a
they've made him
mechanical-
Vorsh. I mean, I can't explain that.
You know, I did point. Look, I did point this out.
Service
That
guarantees
yeah, you're right.
citizenship.
You can't say that something is woke by pointing to one thing. It's like you can't say you have a heart attack
Yes,
just because
I
you have a
can.
chest pain. But it's all the things together. It's the vitiligo. It's the race swapping. It's the cock chair.
Yeah.
It's the man bun. It's the fatness. It's the safe horny. It's like all of these together compiled.
I like that you're using safe horny now, V.
But it's.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
here-
Look, if it's made by a bunch of woke fucking California pricks, and yeah, it's woke. Okay, fine. We don't have to prove it. Do we?
That's literally what I said. It's like, okay, the game is good, but I don't want to play it. I personally,
it-
me,
it-
no.
in-
Like I'm not
Yeah,
playing
in
it.
terms of gameplay, it is considered a good game. But I posted in Crusade Tapestry, Sargon, the two games, right? So the first one, these two games kind of came out around the same time, and they both
Mhm.
feature a very sexualized female character, but
Mhm.
they are shitting on Stellar Blade, and they're not shitting on Hades 2 because the developer of Hades 2 is a woke developer.
Can't
Look at
believe
Aphrodite,
the
Sargon.
leftists are
Is that
hypocrites,
not the
Bob.
face of a man? Is that
You
not
finally
like
discovered their weakness.
look
Call them
at
hypocrites
that
some
face.
more.
And not just the face. Look at the arm. Like I bet your arm isn't
Yeah,
that
it's a
thick as
man
hers.
jaw.
It's a man jaw, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, see, so V, in the picture you posted, yeah, she looks kind of manly, right? But in the picture I posted, I don't see it. I think it's
one
like an
is
angle
from,
thing.
I think the one you posted is from the first game, and the second one is from the second, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, so they manified the same character, basically?
You know what? I'm not 100% sure, but
Wouldn't
like
be the
what I
first
think
time,
they're
would it,
going to
Dev?
look in the third game,
Yeah.
it's going to be this, right? So in the third game, this is going to be Aphrodite. Like by the rate things are going.
But yeah, so for example, there was that one Kotaku article that went viral where it says outright, Hades 2 is the kind of hot we need right now. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
okay, so
yeah,
it's sexuality for you, but no sexuality for us.
Yes.
Okay, fuck you.
It's not even that. It's gaslighting people that heteronormativity is wrong, and that's what pisses me off. It is the statement that if you like a girl like a Stellar Blade, there is something inherently wrong with you. You're a coomer. You're a pervert. You're a disgusting, disturbing creep.
All of
But-
these
but-
things are accurate descriptions of you, though.
Sure, but Devo, she, I got a wife and they don't, so they should shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Hey, man, I flex it. That's what I'm saying. But like, all I'm saying is they are accurate descriptions of you.
And what I'm saying is that my son is older than them, so they should shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Zero says, well, late as in late Dent Arthur Dent.
It's a very obscure reference that no one else gets.
Apparently.
No
And
one
Alex
knows where that's
Alexander?
from, do they?
Hail Sargon.
Wait, no, I know that
champion
name.
of Bloodsport.
Yeah,
Defiling
well,
the
hold on.
throne
Isn't
of
Arthur
Arthur
Dent
Oh,
Isn't
Hitchhiker's
Arthur-
Guide to the Galaxy.
Well done, Rags.
That's it. I read those books ages ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Douglas Adams. Arthur. I knew that name was familiar.
I read it when I was in high school, but I also didn't get it. I was thinking something else. Rip.
Too obscure. Too dumb. Too uninteresting. Interesting only to weird
Hitchhiker's
people.
Guide's great. It's not dumb.
Dread of
You
the
get a
Awoken,
refund on
Punisher of the
Helldiver's
Barren
Bargain.
Worlds, and the Unbanished. Warthog Fight.
You
Name
didn't give me
the
a refund
orc,
on Hellfire.
PSN or Sony. We wouldn't want to associate them with those companies, would we?
What have the orcs done
Yeah.
wrong?
No need to insult orcs like that.
And Zero, did the orcs work for Boeing? No, they're still alive. If they'd been working with Boeing, they would have been dead by now. Or at the very least, the
working with
moment
who?
they started spilling secrets.
Apparently, Boeing just had another crash, and it
Oh,
actually ended up
Boeing.
injuring. Yeah, it injured 11 people. Apparently, this happened recently.
Jesus. I'm getting genuinely worried about flying these days.
I know. Yeah.
Safest way to travel.
Actually worried about it.
Hey, they did good.
You know
a
what's
good
safer
job
than
at convincing
trains?
it. Well, it
They
used
did
to
what?
be. Now I don't know. Now with Boeing,
Still
it's,
is.
it's kind of it's pending review.
Genuinely is fucking frightening though. Like actual fucking DEI hires. Like
But it is in America. It seems mostly. It's not something
yeah.
that has happened in Europe. So
yeah. I wouldn't be I'm not gonna be scared if I get on like Dutch Airlines or something. But like, getting on like some sort of fucking airline from San Francisco. Like fuck.
and they would be like, "Don't worry about it. Your pilot is very diverse."
Yeah, no, they literally would though, wouldn't they? That's literally don't worry, it's the first all female black cockpit. How fucking great.
You know, like announcing that it's like you are
Yeah.
flying with the first ever world.
Yeah. I just went, oh shit. I'd stand up, start screaming, we're gonna fucking die.
Read Fox
And they'll be
Media.
like, no, you're racist. It's like, no, I hate diversity hiring.
Howdy, lads. Time to hunt caribou with a mace, just as the natives and Lathander intended. I see nothing.
That's why it
wrong
works
with
so well.
We got like what 3 caribous in the end? Yeah, that's pretty successful, and like a dozen.
I don't think
orcs.
You didn't
I don't
You
think
didn't
that
kill
any
any
of
of
those caribous were from us.
They
right?
died, didn't they?
You know what? That's an optimistic approach to it. I can appreciate that.
Harrison Jodet says, poison the watering hole with the corpses. Do you know if it's a watering hole?
Not my watering hole, not my problem.
Personally, I would not drink from a tiny, tiny little pond like that. It's probably been, static water for a very long time, filled with all kinds of nasty things.
Well, I suppose it depends how thirsty you are, right?
Yeah.
It does depend how thirsty you are.
There is a point at which urine starts looking appetizing, but it is not this point.
Aren't dead fish in every lake? So, like, technically, when you're drinking, you are drinking some rotting corpses.
Oh, yeah, you're drinking vast quantities
Maybe,
of feces and piss too, but don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like, literally, the ocean is nothing but tremendous, earth-shattering quantities of other people's discharge at this point. It's been that way for millions of
correct.
years.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to
Many
not
people
really
just don't
think about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to not think about it. That is literally the only way to go about being able to continue to live by ingesting H2O.
Tap water here is yummy.
Yeah, it's because we put it through
I
enough
don't believe
filters.
that.
Yeah.
Tap water.
And
good.
it will probably still give you nice little worms in your belly. Razvan Constantine's been member for 11 months. Greetings to my favorite false flag operators. May God have mercy on you, for Sargon has none. That is true.
Mhm.
If you open a picture in the dictionary next to cruel and uncaring GM, there will be a picture of Sargon of Akkad there.
You.
That is true.
Alison Jodid, why is nobody taking any orc meat meant for later? Because Dev is squeamish and weak.
That is disgusting. Ew. Nasty.
Rags is squeamish and
Disavow.
weak
You
too.
want to eat an orc.
Correct.
There are lots of things to eat. An orc I wouldn't have put among them.
Why not?
That's gross.
Orc is gross.
Well, it's not cannibalism.
Yeah, there's nothing
It's
wrong with it.
essentially-
actually. It's just an animal.
It's essentially cannibalism.
There,
No,
there
no,
are
there are
Like if
different
I was-
animals I wouldn't eat.
It's like if
even
I
it's
was to
not
eat a
cannibalism.
Neanderthal. It's like, oh, it's technically not. It essentially is.
It's close enough, isn't it, Rags? But even if it's not cannibalism, I mean, an orc, that's got to be gross.
And there's
I guess
no
depends
way
on how
they had
hungry
a
you are.
significant enough deviation from the norms. Isn't it though? It's an orc. It's big, green, dumb. And it has the ability to regenerate like half its health bar worth of hit points. I do not consider it human anymore.
Just no, but anyone has that ability. That's what a short rest is.
Well, no, the orc has the
Fifth edition's
specific ability
actually-
to regenerate like 30 hit points.
Oh,
a day.
that's because it's a berserker.
It's a
not
berserker
medicinal.
thing, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't eat a berserker. I would eat a berserker, actually, yes. I would eat a berserker, because they're not human either at that point.
Why are the activists so angry that I don't like Man-Face Aphrodite? Like they're literally livid.
No,
I
just
see
carry on.
pages on
Carry
Reddit
on,
about
carry
me.
Carry
Fine.
I don't know.
The
Maybe if there's a
answer.
super chat asking about it, you can tell everyone.
Chat, please ask, because I'm
We've
really
already
curious.
had this
Don't
conversation.
do it,
dude.
chat. Resist the urge.
Harrison Judd, why is nobody... Okay, Orcmate, Zero, will the orcs notice a misplaced levitating lake? Well, it's not levitating anymore.
We put it back. We put that lake right back where we found it.
Yep, nothing suspicious. And ironically, there is actually nothing suspicious there now. I mean, eventually the
True.
bodies
Quite a
will
good use
start
of,
floating up, but...
That was a good use of control water, actually. As well.
That
I
is an
hadn't thought of
insanely powerful scroll. Control water is nuts. It's like the one for moving earth and dirt. I mean, like the sky's the limit with what you could do with that kind of power. That's insanely powerful.
that. It's a level 4 spell.
Okay,
It's
there
only
you go.
good if you're doing a ship-based campaign, because normally you
It
don't
was
have
good
that.
in our non-ship based campaign, V. Today we used
Yeah,
it
it did
very
work.
effectively.
Yeah, it was situational, but like imagine having an entire spell slot filled with that, and you barely get to ever use it.
Anytime you're around water, you know.
Yeah, well, okay, if I want to use it now in this city, what can I do with it?
I don't know anything about your city. How can I possibly
No, the
fucking
one we're
answer
in
that?
right now, like the one.
Oh, in Tauber?
Yeah,
If you wanted to use it in Tauber,
yeah.
Does Tauber have a nice
Does it
big lake
apply-
somewhere?
does it apply
Like, I can
only
use darkness
to?
in Tavern. I can use hold person in Tavern. I can use.
Does it apply
Burning
only to
Hand.
water or just liquids?
Yes. No, just water, and you need to be next to a source of it.
If
Well,
you were
does
by
it
a
apply to
water
snow?
barrel.
Because snow is water.
Ooh, snow is water.
That's a good question. I wonder.
Ooh, snow is
It-
water.
I guess it's up to the GM.
I would
But even
allow
then,
it.
you can't do damage with it. You can just move it around.
You probably could if you dropped it on somebody.
Yeah, let me.
That probably
let me
hurt a
have
fuck
look.
ton.
No. It actually specifies you can't do damage with it.
But
No,
if you
hold
drop
on.
it on
Control
somebody, if you
water-
dropped a lake on someone, that would do damage.
No, apparently
Control
it's only
water.
freestanding water.
Yeah, but ice and snow is freestanding water. It
It
doesn't
is
flow.
freestanding water.
I don't think you're correctly interpreting what freestanding water is meant to mean.
It
Well,
literally
hold on.
is.
The spell shape water works on ice and snow, so I wouldn't
Okay.
control water.
I would
Yeah.
definitely allow it.
Oh, and mist as well apparently works.
But yeah, it's
Well, there you
water.
go. V, you
It's
can
just
just
cold.
cause an avalanche and cover a whole army in snow.
With the GM.
Yeah,
allow it.
Milan style.
No.
I
See?
absolutely would, because that's what the spell does.
What you would want to use in that situation is thunderclap. Like that would cause an avalanche.
Actually, just out of curiosity, Sargon, it's not going to happen in this campaign, but I still want you to rule on this real quick, okay? So, Druid casts a spell to summon an insect swarm, and then cast Transform Animal to turn them all into elephants. And then they fall and land on enemies. Would you allow this?
Does Transform Animal have a limit on how many creatures it
I
affects?
need to look up. You mean polymorph? Right.
Something like that, yeah.
Right. Polymorph.
I know
only affects
this-
listen, polymorph
Okay.
only affects one creature.
Still, though, that's a falling elephant every turn.
That
It's
is
a falling
funny.
elephant every turn.
That is
Well, how many
fucking funny.
polymorphs do you have memorized?
I don't know, but it'd be a great way to do it. Send
Yeah,
send
sounds
bugs
like
over
it.
the wall of a town and then drop elephants on them.
I think you have mass polymorph. Hold on.
Oh, there we
I
go.
mean, you probably do.
But at that level, you're so powerful that you have other more damaging spells than causing elephants to fly. Like you could do
So-
it. Yeah, it's a 9th level spell. So mass polymorph 9th level spell.
10 creatures.
at
So yeah, you can create
at
10
that
elephants.
point- Yeah.
V
As a
doesn't know
druid,
anything
you get-
about panache. V has no sense of style and creativity. You're like,
That's a
oh,
good point,
fireball.
Well,
Where's
that's
your
what I'm
sense of
saying.
style?
Like you can do it and it looks cool, but like it's not effective.
Falling an elephant is pretty effective, right?
No, compared to what else you have.
That'll
I
kill a
mean.
man.
Dude, you got meteor shower. Like there's meteors ramming from the sky and
boring.
they're burning. And you can
Green
make them into
alternator?
T-Rex.
I sent you the scroll rules. Shame you won't see it until it's too late. I won't see it now either. Yoruzuya, whenever Dev goes off the rails, get Louis on. Still like and share your videos, Dev. You do good work most of the time.
Wait, when do I
Dev
ever go off
doesn't
the rails?
rails? When has Dev gone off the rails? He's quite measured.
Yeah,
the
I
reason
did
why
get off the
people
rails,
liked
but-
Dev's video on fascism was because Dev actually took a position.
What, in
Pro-fascism.
favor?
That's
I always
Yeah,
take a
all of
position.
his
Arch.
videos always have a
In
position.
favor of
Takes a
fascism.
position.
It wasn't even in favor of fascism.
Like the
It was-
average
Well,
follower.
then why bother if it's not even in favor of fascism? What's the point? No
Where's
tango
Louis anyway? Where'd he
dinero
go?
or whatever that thing was.
No idea. I wish you made videos still.
I haven't seen him in like a year. Like not even in the chats or anything.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
too bad.
Yeah, it's gutting, isn't it?
I'm gonna beat him back to making videos.
Harrison Jodit, you've got plenty of food inside the captive orcs. So anybody
Right,
been
what
keeping
people
track of
think
how
that?
many days we've been away, by the way? Because we're supposed to be, scouting and stuff.
It's probably been somewhere between a week and 2 weeks.
Somewhere between a week and 2 weeks.
Hmm.
Well,
You
at
can
least we
tally
have
it
a
up
rough
later.
idea.
No, we can tally it up later. Plus, we can get an update when we return with 2 live, actual, real, genuine orcs.
Silver
Live
Cloud
action
78.
work.
Dev, Naomi, I love you. Naomi, mene frego. Aw, cruel. Silver Camaro 78. Dev claims he's too lazy to finish the trucker video. The truth is, the vid is finished. He's torturing it in his basement like Buffalo Bill. Probably yes. desperately trying to find some way to make it a pro Trudeau video.
Now, why would I do that?
'Cause you're never
well, the question is, can you help yourself?
Trudeau might be the worst prime minister of my lifetime.
It's also a communist, and you're a communist.
No, I refuse this.
Ah, that's a good point. You become a fascist now. I forgot. Just checkmating you all the time. Anyways, I go.
Silver 78 also says, every episode of the Lotus Eaters be like, everything's awful, I know, but it's worse than you think. Our leaders seem evil and incompetent. It'll only get worse and nothing you can do but stiff upper lip.
I wish I had some better news.
Well, it'll get better eventually. Just gotta suffer through it for now.
Well, I agree. But, I mean, I guess we could lie to you. Be like, yeah, it's not so bad, guys. Trust us, it's going to get better. If that's what you want to hear.
I don't really know what you can do is to care about yourself and your family. Because you can influence the things around you, but you can't influence the things outside of your control. So as long as you live the life that you want and you're making sure that you have a healthy family, then that's what's important.
And
And move out of London.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Joan bonks multiple times without being able to knock out the orc. Well, he's got a large hit point bar.
He's a freakish. I think the GM described him as unbelievably large, which means I'm not even going to bother trying to imagine it.
Silver Commando 78. The Rwandan genocide was 30 years ago when Naomi slaughtered hundreds of thousands of men, women, and children to try to wipe out the Tutsis. What, Tutsis? Tutsis.
Tutsis. Yeah. That is an inside joke from my community that Naomi caused the Rwandan genocide.
It's an outside joke. Everyone knows about the Rwanda genocide, Dev. It got out. It's no longer a Dev community
Heresy's the question.
event.
Fire is the answer.
You got to be careful with these things.
Wait,
Genocides
was the genocide originally a community event on my channel?
Yeah. And then it got out. Now everyone's talking about it.
Wait, did you see that
Question.
YouTube now has
Fire is the
another
answer.
thing you need to worry about? Apparently, if your channel doesn't have a good history, they can limit your stuff that you get access to, like live streaming, shorts, etc., etc. So even if you
Nope,
didn't
this is
do
news to
anything,
me.
I saw like someone complaining about it on Twitter. You need to verify yourself with an ID, and you also have to get a good channel history.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't heard anything about that. I did see, despite YouTube saying, "Listen, we have a 3-strike rule, and everyone has 3 strikes, and that's just how it is now."
You don't get that.
Which sounded good. I know of at least 2 people who have since just gotten insta-banned. One of them was like a drama streamer, and one of them was a war reporter in Ukraine who was like posting footage of battles and stuff from when he was over there. And they both just got their channels instantly nuked.
Yeah, and they don't tell you why usually. They say
Yep.
due to severe violations of TOS.
Yep, that's all they say. They don't say like what videos you got to delete or what the problem was. If it was mass reported, they just take you down. Yeah.
Subject Noble, clearly the orc needs to be civilized, so flogging now, then another
Service
flogging when you arrive at the
guaranteed
city,
citizenship.
and finally sold into free labor. Hopefully executed, honestly.
No. Listen, we have 2 of them, right? We can drop off one of them with Ilendora and just sell the other one. We have a spare. It's 10,000 gold, guys. Come on.
Animate Acumen, Dev, Woman Beater, 2024. That is all Dev does. Dev did not land a single blow on the actual enemy, but he did hit the female. Harrison Jodit, has anyone in this party full of women considered seducing the orc? You don't need to be stronger than them to bend them to your will. I'm sure it's gone
has
through
considered
his
it.
mind.
He's
I
considered
have
it
gone
many
through my
times.
mind to use magic to make the orc into a human. I mean, I really
What's
like
that?
his.
Use
I really
that
like
big
his
green
character.
Shrek dick.
He's oozing with Chad energy.
I mean, I guess he is, yeah.
He's very
a berserker.
charismatic. Yeah,
Yeah,
plus
yeah.
9 charisma.
So naturally, V's like splush.
Glow in the dark. Arch, get a metal mace, not the foam bat. It will work better. Dev, the true menace to the party, as all Canadians are. Dev did do many times more damage to me than the orcs did as well. Glow in the dark. LA police training. Stop resisting. Bap. That's why I wasn't telling him to stop resisting. I was just hitting him. If I wanted to hurt him, I'd shout out that I was deploying a taser. That clip will never grow old. Harrison Joe did. Now, if V had seduced into the melee blindly, Dev might have taken less damage from it. No more than 3 HP tops. Yeah, sure. Glow in the dark. This is getting Three Stooges slapstick comedy levels. We won in the end. It's fine.
I mean, you're rumbling around in the tent in the dark. Like no one even made it got a light.
Fire is the answer.
I'm surprised it went as well as it did.
Well, it's 2 orcs, and it was 4 of us, and they were unarmed. So even if they were trying to attack us, and we didn't even use spells, like we just use non-lethal damage, so it's fine.
Shiroi says, picking locks is a dexterity thieves' tools check and requires proficiency. Locks, manacles, thieves' tools. Player handbook, high ranks, explorers pack included a mess kit. Did you start with one?
Potentially. I'll have to check the contents of it. But if that's the case, then might have a spoon in there. However, I didn't know you needed proficiency for those. Though I don't see why you need proficiency to put on manacles. I mean, like anybody can do that.
We looked this up, I think, back during the fort fight. Anyone can use thieves' tools. You just use them without proficiency.
All right. Well, I don't have proficiency, I don't think, in dexterity anyway, so.
That's kind of weird, though. Like, why would the paladin know how to pick locks?
We can try.
No, I know, but like...
He's just not likely to succeed.
Yeah, you can
but
just
like,
stick the needle in there and see if you accidentally hit like a lever or something.
Yeah, you could know like the general
if I were
concept
to give you a
of
lockpick
something.
in real life, would you know how to use it?
I know the theory, so maybe if it was an easy lock, I probably could, because I know like the theory of it, but I don't have any actual experience. So if it was a simple lock, maybe I could.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
American Architect.
But it would be, yeah. Go ahead.
What are the ideal conditions to get the most value from these orcs? For the state, Dev, what do you say? You seem to be an authority on these matters.
Mm-hmm.
Anime document. Sargon doing everything he can to stall the party's progress, I assume because he's working on something. Ambushes.
He's not stalling our progress.
Yeah, I didn't feel that way.
Okay.
Well,
Was that chest actually just to ensure that we get caught by orcs catching up?
he won't
Of course
tell
it
you.
was. Zero. Recruit the orcs and invade the kingdom. Not a bad idea. Why shouldn't we join the orcs?
Yeah, you know what you could do? We could do like an Avatar story where we just join the orcs and then rise to the ranks and then lead the orc army against our kingdom.
Why?
I can have a big green harem.
Yeah, V's just why? Great question, V. No answer will be forthcoming.
Yep. Because V, everything's relative and all cultures are equal, and we should defend. We should help them defend their lands.
No.
Yeah, land back.
They're savages.
We can just do dances with wolves. That's what we'll do.
Look, all I'm
Dances
saying
with
is
Wolves
that I like
DRP.
one orc, but let's not push it.
That's how it starts.
Anime document. Rags must support Dev whenever the other two are against him. It is the law.
Sometimes I'll get lucky.
Cool
It's really up to him.
Arch, music please. Also buy weapon chains. For fuck's sake. Oh, I did forget about the music today. It's probably because I open it and then I thought like this way I won't forget because I have it in the background. But since I didn't complete the procedure, I then just never thought about it ever again. That's a you problem, chat. Boog, how does the orc expect to die with honor when they were captured by females? At this point, V should just rub salt on the wound and mate with them. He was working on it.
You don't want to rub salt in there.
Rinning Terror. Wow, V, stop throwing till you get back. And Ash, no, it's not what it looks like. He just needed to introduce a little bit of interest. You know, he was afraid that the game was going too well, so he needed to see if he couldn't get one of the orcs free or calling aid or something. It's important.
Well, feed it. No, I was thinking that if we don't feed them, it's going to be difficult to transport them. So might as well do it in the middle of the night.
You might as well do it in the middle of the night.
Might as well do it in the middle of the night. That,
you know,
if you would have been cooperative and not spurg out, it would have worked fine, but it didn't. So I apologize, and I didn't do it again.
Tonlito, if you guys are going to make this a business, buy feathers, irons, and hire an interpreter, and acquire some trade goods. I don't know how easy it is to hire an interpreter for a species that half of our civilization won't even acknowledge exists.
Oh, like I know how to do it. There's a spell. It's languages, right? So it's higher than what I have. So I'm pretty sure like someone at the academy must either have a scroll for it or they must be able to cast it. And if the seneschal has authority over this, like she can just requisition someone from the academy to speak with them. And once you have someone that can speak with them, you can just decipher their language and write a book about how orcs speak. It's not a very powerful spell. I think it's like a level 3, so it's just a one class above what I can do.
Filthy Casual says a grappled character is incapacitated. Incapacitated rule says creature cannot take actions or reactions. I don't know what it says then, because I read the grappled rule several times during this fight.
Yeah, I had to read it and double read it because it seemed so bizarre. But it seems to be that you essentially just can't move.
Yep.
If you want to move, you have to break free of the grapple. But otherwise, bizarrely, you could do essentially everything else as normal. But there are other actions such as like shoving, tripping, that kind of thing. Though I think restraining should be, something that you should be able to do. In fact, it is. There's some rule for it. Or I'd say that I'm doing it and we'd come up with a rule for it.
Boog says, V, just feed them mouth to mouth.
No.
Yum.
That's weird.
Why would V not do this?
Yeah, like a little baby bird.
Defend, this week on Hentai Heaven, V has a 3-way.
What?
Interesting, V.
I can't.
V, listen, you are a fellow anime loving degenerate. You know how orcs are depicted in hentai.
Oh, okay. No, I
green?
didn't hear what you said. It's not that I disagree with it. I just didn't comprehend it.
I cannot acknowledge or endorse Hentai Heaven. It's against YouTube's terms of service.
I think you can
Also, it's
acknowledge.
haven, not heaven.
Nope, Heaven. I don't like Haven. It's a gay word. Jonathan Smith, can we pay for random events or failures of rolls?
No. You can pay for successes and questions and random commentary.
Listen, at some point
Sargon's not letting us use inspiration. He better not let you pay for failure.
I'm going to run a campaign where I'm going to try seeing if chat wants to vote for certain things to happen, but it will not be successes or failures.
Christ, that is so bad. No.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't do
definitely. The weirdest things that my chat has decided to vote monetarily over. Oh yeah, I'm trying this out. Jonathan Smith, or can we pay to force Arch to do something? You already can. You maybe play NTR Rush because Dev told you to make me to play that, and he was terrible, and that's why the studio was shut down because it was a bad game. Jonathan Smith.
Hold on, Arch. Listen here. That's actually a really good. That's a really good game. What are you talking about? High Fire Rush is
NTR
amazing.
Rush was pretty ass. Well, long, quick Quick event.
Hi-Fi Rush is an excellent game. I just don't think you understand the quality of 2000 gaming.
I think that the only reason why you like it is because of the NTR part at the end.
No.
And if it was so good, Dev, why is it dead, Dev? Why was it cancelled, Dev? Why was it shut down, Dev? Why was it a failure, Dev?
To be clear, there are a lot of good games that don't have any people playing them now or get shut down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be other games, but why was this one so bad, Dev?
I mean, well, first of all, it wasn't bad, Arch. I mean, why it did poorly? Okay.
Why was it so
did
bad?
poorly because it was a pretty major release, but they did no advertising for it. It simply was dropped by Microsoft the day it was initially advertised. So it had no hype to build up.
Quality couldn't
And
stand
then
on its own.
Microsoft basically failed to promote it or support it in any way, and then they shut the developer down. So it's just it's like a Firefly situation where there was something to it, but it was so poorly mismanaged that rip.
Sounds like Cope to me.
Is advertising really that important? Like word of mouth doesn't carry.
Yeah, Dev.
Advertising
Well,
is
word of
very
mouth
important.
actually brought it a fair bit. I mean, but yeah, there was no advertising, so and that was a
It
problem.
died, Dev. It failed, Dev.
No, the studio died, but the game still did okay.
Why do you celebrate failure, Dev?
I don't,
Dev.
Arch.
I don't know, Dev. Seems like it to me.
It was a good game.
Firewater says,
like
yeah,
repeating-
they're going to fuck the Helldivers players again, but harder. Probably adding Pride Capes next month and everything, and the people who changed their reviews and went back deserve all of it. All I'm saying is I wouldn't be surprised if the PlayStation Network thing was moved up. It just happened to reoccur in 6-7 months' time again.
Just make them wear their scars. They earned them. They deserve them.
Absolutely. So Firewater also says, also Aphrodite in Hades 2 looks like a JoJo character with how manly she looks. She's obviously Dev's top 10 character that he wants to get pegged by.
No.
The thing that I
Pharisees the
find it
question.
weird is
Fire
that
is
they
the
will say,
answer.
"Oh, so if you don't like Aphrodite, it's because you like to sexualize children." Like, unironically, it's what the activists
Yeah,
are
that's
saying.
first off, that's totally not relevant.
And I'm like,
so.
okay, because they think Stellar Blade is a child, right? And I'm like, okay, well, you're saying if I don't want to fuck women, then obviously, like what? I don't even
Here,
understand.
I'll
like, the
explain it.
logic.
I'll explain it to you, V. I'll explain it to you, V. So here's the logic, right?
Right.
The only time that these activist types were actually physically attractive is when they were young, because they let themselves go immediately. And at least youth was on their side when they were like 16, 17, 18, 19. But now that they're in their mid-20s and youth is not really on their side anymore, and they've done nothing to do any sort of upkeep, they've already fallen into kind of the ugly, overweight kind of category. And so they now associate beauty with youth, but like as a
Oh my God, it
one-to-one
makes
thing.
sense.
So anyone
unless the character is morbidly obese, that it's a woman.
or
Yeah,
here's
that's
the
a
thing.
brilliant explanation.
Yeah,
Like, I
no,
love the
that's
character.
exactly what it is,
That's
right? So-
genuinely good.
So any character that is physically attractive in any way has to be underage coded, even if they are above age, like Eve and
That
Stellar
makes
Blade.
so much fucking sense. Holy shit.
Yeah, very
Because
good.
like they
very
said
good.
that they said Eve from Stellar Blade as a child, and I remember like watching some game journals play Eve for the first time. And the moment she comes up on screen, they're like, "Oh God!" And they have like this look as if the developers are sexualizing a child. And Eve is made after a
Service
model, like an
guaranteed
actual
citizenship.
human being, which is in her 25, I think. Like she's 25 years old.
No, I think she's actually 33.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
regardless, it's
Basically.
so
She
funny
looks like she's above
because
18 for sure. Eve is an
Yeah,
adult,
but, like,
obviously.
it's so weird to look at Eve and think, oh yeah, this is a child. It's like, what are you smoking? It's what the fuck?
Yep.
And
Yep.
even then,
It's
even
because
then,
it's
like,
because the last time they were attractive is because when they were young. So they
yeah,
view
but
attraction
even
as
then, like
being young.
Stellar Blade, like listen, Stellar Blade doesn't have any sex scenes in it. Like imagine if Stellar Blade had the Last of Us 2 scene in it. Like frame by frame, exactly what's happening in Last of Us. Have it in Stellar Blade and imagine how they would react to that.
No, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, V, this is why I read all their nonsense and I watch all their nonsense videos and streams and I understand their ideas so that we can actually know these things. It is kind of important a little bit.
You do that because
No
you're
me
a communist, Dev.
No me frego.
No, I'm not a fucking
No
communist.
me frego. That is the only way to deal with these arguments.
Absolutely. Dev is a we're gonna have to reject Dev at some point, but it'll be tomorrow. Johnson Smith, you're Joan of Arc. You should have a French accent. I should, but I don't want to. Kanakin, little behind, but ask the orc if it speaks common.
I don't think so.
We haven't asked them if they speak common, actually.
No, I'll there's no reason to even let them know that I can speak their language. It's a lot better to just listen in while they're thinking we can't speak.
Glow in the dark. The peasant is more likely to spread rumors. I'm sure Dev will tell everybody that we have orcs in the keep.
No, V will do that.
That's true. Subject Noble's been around for 3 months. Clearly these orcs are more civilized, so I reinstate my last super chat. Those guards, Dev and definitely V, needs to be flogged and forced to work. I largely agree. We should hurt Dev, because he hurt me. Sue Beefloof, the orcs weren't even marching towards the shared border. They were marching east, where the players' kingdoms were due west. Yes, but in V's mind, that was towards us.
No, but Arch, here's the question, right? What if there is like a garrison over east and they're just gathering people from different parts of the continent to the garrison, and then once they have enough force, they move towards our border?
I don't know.
That's true. What if they are doing something we have no evidence for?
What if there was a moon rocket over there and they were actually going to the
Yeah.
But like, listen, this is just normal what you do in strategy games, right? Like if you're playing Civ and you have like a city that's a military city, a castle or something, and you want to assault the neighboring kingdom, you move all of your forces first towards the fort. In that area, you group them up, and then you move that massive force towards the kingdom you want to attack.
Or what if there was just a massive, like, religious ritual over there, and they can teleport into our kingdom?
Oh, possibility. Yeah, like I said when I talked to the paladin lady, I actually Ilindora, I actually said I don't know, but it is possible. Like I put it as a possibility. I didn't say it's certain.
Did you do that?
We actually don't even know if it's possible, so we'd have to.
I even don't know if it's possible. That's why it's called a possibility, because you don't know for sure.
Inventing potentials doesn't mean they are possible, right? There might not be others at all, which would mean it's not possible.
So you
Inventing
think
potentials
that
doesn't mean that they're possible. You know, that reminds me of a lightsaber conversation.
Heresy's the question. Fire is the answer.
Sujad.
So
Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on.
Arrowhead should be used
Literally,
as a head on a spike.
literally true, but all right.
Just hold on, guys, because I gotta go. It's time for Dev to peace out.
Weak.
But before I go,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I'm
answer this
looking at your thing right now. There's 4 minutes left. Sit your ass down.
Yeah, there's
Dev.
hold on. There's
Why
a
don't you make some
$10
coffee
super
before your
chat.
stream? You could be late to your stream.
Yeah,
if you're late
that's
to
I
weird,
probably will
Dev.
actually. I probably will. You're making me late right now. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh, we're making you late.
Wait.
Oh my God! Is that something you value, Dev? Is that something you appreciate?
Punctuality, Dev.
Wow!
Just wait. Okay. So, the $10 super chat that was just posted, where he says, "V, that's like how Jason Schreier viewed the Dragon's Crown mage, calling that massive woman a child." So, I don't know if you guys remember this. This was like 10 years ago or 11 years ago.
I remember.
Yeah. I posted the image in the Crusade tapestries. So, it's this woman with like impossibly huge boobs, but because she's attractive, Jason Schreier called her a child. This is what's going on here. Is they just simply equate being attractive with being underage. So if you're old, you have to be ugly,
right? They will call everything that's 17 in canon to be a child, and if it's a child, then it's not allowed to have any sort of revealing clothing, according to them. So no cleavage, no miniskirt, and I'm talking like normal clothing, like you have with American superheroes. And the thing is, like, I grew up with Xena, Buffy, Vampire Slayer, like all of these characters, like Gabriel from Xena and Buffy, and what was it, Beverly Hills.
Not even
yeah,
saying
they all
Xena
had like
from...
they all had skirts and stuff. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Wow, it's funny. V doesn't even say Xena from Xena.
Well, she was underage.
Adult, but like Gabriel.
Was she not? I thought she was an older woman with long black hair.
Yeah, but
Xena?
Gabriel.
Yeah, no,
Gabriel.
she's
Xena
definitely
Warrior
legal.
Princess.
Gabriel.
You can be
just
to be clear, Xena is. Oh, we must be thinking of different shows.
Language, Rags. I'm talking about Gabriel
no,
from
Rags.
the show Xena.
We're talking
95
about
show?
characters who are 17 years old.
Oh, I
Yes.
thought you were talking about Xena, Warrior Princess, the
No,
Yeah, I thought you were
1995
talking about that as
American
well.
fantasy.
It's like, yeah, she's
Yeah.
definitely not a
Talking-
kid.
Yeah, I was
Listen,
about to
listen.
say.
Oh my goodness.
Fuck,
I'm
so
talking about
you're like,
Xena,
she's
the
17. I'm
TV
like,
show, which
what?
Has,
Okay,
Eating over
I,
there.
I gotta go
characters
though. I'll
in
see you
that
guys
TV
later.
show.
See you guys
Weak.
next week.
Weak
Yeah,
Dev.
we wouldn't want you to be late.
Dev is weak.
Bye.
Yeah, God forbid, Dev.
Dev is weak and selfish.
But my point
Correct.
is that
That's
in
why he's
the
a
Xena
communist.
TV, listen,
Interesting.
in the Xena TV show, there is a character called Gabrielle, right? And she appears in every single episode, and she is
That's a
underage.
lie.
But my point is, like, there are no sex scenes, right? But just because
Actually,
the
that's
character
a lie
is in the
too.
show,
What?
Gabrielle has sex.
Yep.
V, when will the lies end?
I don't recall that.
Oh, she did.
When does Gabrielle have sex?
She had a whole relationship and stuff.
No, but I don't think she has sex because the show made for teenagers.
Oh, we.
The
Sorry,
show
hang
made
on,
for
what-
teenagers had Xena be tortured half to death by Caesar.
But she doesn't have sex, Arch.
Yes, she does.
It's
She fucks
does she?
Caesar.
I don't remember. Fucking hell, it's been decades. Okay,
God
well, you're
damn
just
it,
making
you-
my point then.
You do not remember this show.
My point is that you have these things in American TV shows and they don't spurg out about it.
Correct.
And they're with real actors, with real people, right? It's not like cartoons. It's or video games. It's like actual actors pretending to play 17 years olds, being dressed provocatively in shows for teenagers. Like we had this for decades. No one cares. It's not an issue. But they're making it an issue for some reason when it's about video games made from Asia. I don't understand why. They're fucking racist.
Because you
That's
like
the only-
them, that's why. It's because you like
Probably,
them.
Yes, yes.
It's
I
literally
think, I
the
think
only
so,
reason
yeah.
they have.
Yeah, I genuinely start to think that's the case.
If you didn't like them, they wouldn't care about them at all.
But you know why I like them? Because they hate them. I started to
right,
think
that's a good reason to
that
like
it's a
them.
cyclical reason. Like the more they hate something, the more I like it, and vice versa.
Yeah, I believe it.
Glundarag, Arch inconveniencing others is what Arch is known for. If entertaining watching others' plight as morbid as that is, I still remember the wheelbarrow. I don't inconvenience anyone. Black Swan, Sargon of Agad, orc slave owner, when?
Well, I mean, that would be non-canon, so not an orc.
To be fair, what will happen to these orcs, Sargon?
I'm not going to answer that question, obviously, because I mean, I don't really know, do I? I know what you can do.
No one knows. Like they interrogate and then they say like they should be made slaves. That's what I think. It's more compassionate than to kill them.
Oh yeah.
The berserker wouldn't make a good slave. He has to be castrated though.
Yeah, that'll keep him in line.
Ironically,
yeah,
actually it does. That's why they did
Yeah.
it.
I don't think an orc berserker. Well,
Oh, you know, if,
No,
if
listen,
his
they
PP works
actually-
like our PP.
Yeah, the Islamic slave trade used to do that all the time. That's why they did it to the men. They were called eunuchs.
to all those
Chinese
orcs they
too.
captured. All right.
Glow in the dark. Funny way to the locust elephant polymorph is to have over 3,000 locusts swarm, transforming into elephants in a cubic meter of space, causing a massive explosion equivalent to a nuke, killing everyone. Why not?
I don't think mass polymorph works like that though. Like I don't think you can just do it on a cubic. I think it's 9 creatures max
9
that you
elephants.
can see. Yeah.
It's an orbital
You can
bombardment
make them
right
into
there.
T-Rexes though. Like it doesn't have to be elephants. You can make them into T-Rexes. That's even more cool.
Don PTXX, Hades has something in common with the Hollow Knight. Good game that attracts terrible people. I don't associate with its community.
Yeah, how do you think I feel?
Raining Terror, Arch, Rumble. I looked at it. Fine. Anime document, Rags, the point wasn't to make fun of Joan. It's a comical scene of a woman just hitting the orc over the head multiple times. Again, just be glad she didn't reach for the
Wasn't make
taser.
funny.
How does
I'm
it Joan it?
lost. What's making fun of you?
Sargon, let us pay to hurt the players, just a bit.
No. We can hurt ourselves just fine, thank you very
Yeah, I
much.
think they've got their own problems, to be honest.
No, like so far all the missions went well. We didn't really have a massive failure except the one where Dev died.
$100 to allow V to do a thing without interruption. We don't even know what the thing was. It'll be like a grab bag.
Yeah, but that's one of those things where it's like, okay, V's about to say something. He's going to
Yep.
blab the entire party's secrets to
Yep.
the first NPC he meets. It's like,
And the
why?
rest of us can't do
I didn't
anything to
say-
stop him. We just have to sit there and watch it.
That's because everyone leapt in and was like, V, stop blabbing everything the
thing is,
party
like,
knows.
I didn't tell anything to the soldier at the gate, but the guy in charge of the town, which was poorly defended, I think should know. Like, I don't see the problem, especially since he's a bureaucrat. Like, he's working with the seneschal.
He's a
Yeah,
bureaucrat.
but it's about keeping your cards close to your chest, V, because you don't know.
I don't see the point. I think he needs to be scared shitless, so he puts more guards on, the town that has the mithril mine.
If he's scared shitless, what? You know what, V?
Yeah, he's not
Alright.
scared. Apparently, he's relaxed enough to not have guards at the city gates.
He was pretty terrified of the orcs.
Well, yeah, he needs to be terrified even harder, knowing that they're amassing over the border. So he should take security
That
of the
thing we
town a
haven't
lot more
confirmed?
seriously. Okay, let's put it this way. Now that he knows, like, what's bad that can happen. Like, what exactly are you afraid of?
Nothing, V. You're totally right.
Well, I know nothing, right? You're just being unreasonable. If I say something, you'll say exactly the opposite, and you keep doing it to piss me off, and I don't know why. But one
You do
day,
know why.
hopefully, I will uncover this mystery.
No, I like
Maybe,
it better as a
but for
mystery.
now,
It's
let's
more
carry
magical
on.
that way.
Trusted James, Lethal Company shows you need no advertising. BTFO dev'd.
Ah, yes, the typical normal example. Yes.
And Subifloof,
Wasn't the other one? Go on.
That's like how Jason Schreier viewed the Dragon's Crown Mage. Call that messy woman a child. I was debating dev
Yes.
on it, yeah. Reigning Tenor, Archley, read my NTR Rush question on Rumble. I asked multiple times. On Rumble? There's only 2 from Zero Firewatch on Rumble. Yeah, if you send something on Rumble, I can't see it. Reigning Terror is imagining things, I think. Unless Rumble
Reigning.
yeeted both of them, because I have Rumble chat up right now, and I can't see anything there. But that is all the super chats. So thank you all very much for watching.
Nice.
Thank you
Yeah,
all, everyone.
thanks very much,
for
everybody.
playing.
You bet. Anytime, as long as it's once, maybe twice a week on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central American.
And we will see you all again next week with more D&D adventures.
That's right, everyone. We'll see you guys next week at 1 p.m. Central Time. We
Soon
will
as-
be here.
Taking
That
us
devil
2
be-
sessions to get the orcs. It'll take us another one to get them safe. This scouting mission is going to take many, many weeks.
Hey, man, that's the game.
To be fair, it did went smooth now.
It did go smoothly. We're a well-oiled machine. We turn nothing but
Turn
quests
success
into
failure.
completed quests.